Here, hello.
Hello. Well, they make them run around and do shitty errands to earn their wings and shit, don't they? Isn't that the whole point?
Oh, they gotta like go fetch the slippers for Jesus or something, and they're like, "All right, you're cool, you can go."
Take down a couple of mafia dogs.
Well, I
Stuff
feel
that.
like
Where do
all
the mafia dogs go?
all dogs are innocent, right? It's the humans that make them evil. Like if a dog is trained to be a mafia dog, the mafia people should go to human hell and pet hell, and the
What
dog
if
should
it's
go
a
to
street
heaven.
dog?
Double hell.
There's street dogs too.
The street, I mean, but they're raised by the human environment, you know? Humans created the world that is so cruel for those dogs. The dogs are
The
innocent,
world is a
man.
vampire, I've heard.
World is a Rottweiler. All
All
right.
right, that was good.
We're gonna play Afterbirth Plus. We're gonna play golf. We're gonna play duck game. Let's get started here with a non-Eden streak.
Oh, and Cobalt's the new Thursday man, so he'll be on Thursdays now instead of Wednesdays.
Yep. Started that last week, I think. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
Use
did
me.
we? I wasn't there. Okay,
that's right. Yeah, sorry.
We did. Oh, that's true.
I forgot.
Okay, forgot about that. What do you want to do? Just an Isaac run or something weird?
You know what? Hook me up, buddy. Hook me up.
All right.
You choose. You choose.
Can you
I was
put a
gonna
seed
say a
in?
Polygon, but then it's just suck all day.
Yeah, I just suck everything. Did you guys see that there's a booster update today?
Oh my
No.
god, that's the worst timing, because I made fun of them for saying they were going to make boosters and not making boosters, and then they made a booster.
Well, I knew it was coming eventually. Didn't know it was today. I got a seed for you though.
Okay.
Okay.
Character?
Isaac,
Okay.
WQM0. That string of characters is very hard to parse from my mind for some reason.
WKQ?
No, WQM0.
Okay.
WA36.
WA36.
I really don't like
Alright.
when the seed is not the same size on both of the rows.
Yeah, throws the whole run off.
You know, it's like we're missing one character there on the bottom row. Because
Like if they
it's-
made planes that way, they couldn't fly. Probably.
Exactly correct by all known laws of aviation.
Wait, that's what I was gonna say. Is that true? We know they couldn't fly because bees can fly and they're not supposed to.
Has anyone ever actually done the research on that? Because I actually thought that, like, by all known laws of aviation, bees should totally be able to fly.
They're
Well,
not
maybe
very
there's unknown
aerodynamic
laws.
looking.
They got, like,
They're
yeah,
also going extinct, aren't they? So I mean, they can't be doing everything right.
yeah.
Well, there's different kind of bees. Or I think we're talking about bumblebees, or are we talking about regular bees?
I was talking about Africanized killer bees.
Yeah.
Oh, aren't
That
they
was
not
supposed to
going
swoop in.
extinct?
Yeah, they're gonna kill us all. They're gonna make us go extinct.
They're doing the opposite of.
I
Going
can
extinct.
never
They're
remember.
proliferating.
Are endangered
They become
species
two.
are they species that we're dangerous to, or species that are dangerous to us? Because they're always like, "Hey, the great white shark is an endangered species," and I'm like, "Well, if it catches you in the water, absolutely."
Wait, say that first bit again. What are you confused about?
See, the premise of the joke was that I have lived my whole life under the premise that endangered species are dangerous to us rather than vice versa.
I thought it was an actual question, so I misunderstood.
Well, the guise of it being an actual question was the engine used to propel the joke slightly further. But it was merely a ruse.
If you didn't understand that, like, great white sharks were dangerous to you, then I don't know what to tell you.
See, you're tilting the joke again.
But you also think jellyfish are incredibly dangerous to you, so I
No.
guess I don't know.
They are scary, man.
Thank you!
Anything is scary in the water.
Dude, I had a conversation with Dan about this today.
That's not true. Rubber ducks.
They can be scary. If I was
Any
swimming...
deep sea creature.
Look, I mean, I don't know how many times I've been over this. Jellyfish are not, like, scary because of the fact that they're, like, in the
They
water.
don't look as scary. But
They look... I think they look scary, but it's
Really?
mostly that they have no brain, but they respond as if they have a brain. It's like if
Yeah.
somebody removed a brain from, like, your friend, and then your friend was still walking around, you know, eating poutine or something like that, you'd be like, that's unholy. That's an abomination. That's how I feel about jellyfish.
You don't think
They
they're kind of
also
majestic
sting the
looking in the
shit out of
water?
you.
Absolutely not.
You ever seen when they wash up on the beach and they're all like bioluminescent? That looks amazing.
No, that's just organic garbage.
They're just squids made out of more love.
I don't like big
less
squids
love, maybe.
either.
Yeah, they're kind
I
of
prefer
creepy.
jellyfish to squid.
Oh, I found a new item.
What?
There's new
Found a
items
new
today?
item.
Oh, the booster
Yeah,
pack,
just
right.
yeah, the booster pack. Yeah,
How?
I
But
didn't know that meant items. I thought it could mean like a feature or something.
9 items and then like some cards and trinkets. I think.
oh, that's cool.
Well, dang.
Yeah, I just got this orbital that I've never seen before.
Yo. I'm not anti-squid. I like eating squid. I just don't like looking at squid because they ugly.
Squid are very intelligent.
No, that's the octopus.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Octopus is intelligent. Squids are just like they're like poser octopus.
Thank
Is
you,
there, a
Giza.
real- is there a reason to ever take Purple Heart, or is it just like makes the game worse?
I don't ever pick it up.
If you really wanted to activate Whore of Babylon,
Oh. Seems like it just makes the game worse, other than that.
well,
So have you guys seen Logan yet?
Yes.
Yeah! Oh, that was today's topic, actually.
Wait,
Oh,
Nick, have you seen
man.
Logan?
I have not seen
Oh,
Logan,
okay.
but Cobalt
Oh.
has, so that's enough to get us through.
Oh, are you gonna see it or? Because I want to go full. I want to be like spoiler alert, guys.
Well-
Leave. Because I have some major issues.
I
with-
mean, I saw your
I don't
tweet
think
where
it's
you
spoiled.
said plot 6 out of 10, and I was like, this is gonna.
I think it's too early for plot spoilers.
it's gonna be a conversation.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
let's.
want to just get in there.
I personally don't care because I don't even, like, I know the story of Wolverine enough to not care, but, you know, it's only fair to the viewers.
Look,
It's not. It's things that happen in the movie that, in the overall series of the entire like X-Men, it just doesn't feel right to me or make sense even. So
Okay.
it makes me a little disappointed. I was disappointed with how it turned out in certain respects, basically.
I'm not.
Is it possible to talk about it in a metaphor?
No, stop! Like, the movie's been out for
really
10
can't.
days. Just.
Okay.
Hey, the show just started. Let's tank our viewership to 0 by spoiling a movie. Freaking critically
do it.
acclaimed movie just came out 2 seconds ago.
I didn't do it, though.
Oh my
It's
god.
terrible.
In-
Okay, it's like a 6 out of 10.
I could not disagree with you more, but I defend your right to the death to do it.
Well, then, how many days till we can debate it? Because I'm seething right now.
500. 500 days.
500
It's a long way.
Right here.
Can we not just have a show dedicated to just spoiling shit so we can talk about recent things?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I mean, you and Nick can do that and invite me on as a guest, but I don't want to take on that responsibility
Northern Lion
myself.
Live spoiler show.
I mean, you do not have my permission to use that name, but you can use that
I'll make
acronym.
a banner for you.
No, you can use the
I'll
acronym. You
make
can be
a
called the
banner.
Nice Lads Super Show, and you guys could be very nice lads while you do it.
Notoriously litigious super show.
See, you're gonna have to ask the subscriber if you can use his name in that situation, but I don't want to spoil Logan. I want people to go see Logan because I thought it was, as far as comic book movies go, a masterpiece and a must-watch piece of cinema.
Spoilers, this guy has a metal skeleton.
Yeah, spoilers. Wolverine has a skeleton made of adamantium,
Who cares?
and he's like,
I've never done that.
he's conflicted about it.
Where do they keep getting all this adamantium from?
Is that why it's a 6 out of 10? Where's the adamantium come from?
Well, I thought it was this rare precious metal, and they're just popping out super soldiers like they're
Well, now
cavemen.
that they've
Not
introduced
unobtainium.
Now that they've introduced Wakanda into the Marvel universe, they can have an unlimited
Shit.
supply of adamantium.
They're not very good at guarding their resources.
That is true.
God.
I also like. I feel like I felt better about Logan as well because, like, a few days ago I caught half of X-Men Origins Wolverine on TV, and I was like, oh, this is actually kind of garbage. Like, there's a scene in that movie where Wolverine fights a mutant who is, like, comically obese, and the reason they fight is because he says, don't try it, bub, and he says, who you callin' blob? So, if you want an
Oh, I
indication
know
of
which mutant it was.
how far that indication has come, or how far that film series has come, there's a good example.
It was Juggernaut, wasn't it?
I don't think it was Juggernaut, I don't know.
Juggernaut's never
was-
been in a movie yet, has he?
He was
joking.
in X3 The Last Stand.
It
Because
was
Was he?
Blob.
he goes, I'm the Juggernaut bitch in that movie. And then,
I need to watch those again.
yeah, Brett Ratner, like, single-handedly tried to kill the X-Men franchise.
Don't
Lucky
say
for us, they
Brett
almost
Ratner
succeeded.
in my chat or you'll get banned.
You know, it's doubly funny because Brett Ratner is the director of Tower Heist, but I digress. Not only does his name sound like Bad Rats, but...
Wait. That's vibranium from the other place.
Oh, my mistake.
Apparently that's not even adamantium. Adamantium comes from a meteor that got dropped from space, I thought.
Like in Terraria.
Pretty much, yeah. So it's got to have a very finite amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those flaming heads come after you, so obviously you can't stay there very long.
Is this like a Doom
those are the
reference?
roughest.
No, it's Terraria still.
Okay. I understand.
I played a lot of Terraria.
I'm familiar with that as
Me
well.
too.
I mean, meteors
once
are
you've got a-
massive, but
got a
like,
weapon, no problem.
you know, how Wolverine, he's constantly regenerating those claws, right? So
And
maybe...
he's constantly regenerating origin movies of himself.
Well, Logan is not an origin film.
Oh!
Nick. I don't...
Spoilers!
It's very... Well, not really, but... It's very much not an origin film.
So it's about the airport.
Oh man, you guys are making this rough for me. We should probably change topics, or I'm just gonna explode.
We can do that.
Oh, I watched half of X-Men Apocalypse last night, though.
Oh, now there's something we can and have talked about. How did you feel about X-Men Apocalypse?
I mean, it was probably worse than Logan, but they're
Okay.
just different movies. They're
What number
like
is that?
they tie it all in together, but I don't know. Just
X-Men Apocalypse, I believe, is the 6th
Oh, shit, I haven't even seen it
non-Wolverine
then.
X-Men movie.
I don't
yeah.
even think I knew that one existed.
As soon as they brought the time travel into the X-Men series, that's when I was like, this shit's gonna get stupid.
Did you say X-Men?
Yeah, I also heard X-Men,
I like that a lot.
and I liked it as well.
X-Men.
Yo, do you guys have Angry Fly?
No.
Yeah, that's the new
Yeah.
item.
Dude.
I've never seen.
Angry Fly freaking do something.
I don't know what it's doing.
It's just flying around. It's orbiting enemies and then occasionally like touching them and doing damage.
It's real bad.
Come on.
I
You
don't
gotta
like
make it more angry first.
Yo,
I'm
though,
highly disappointed.
you are correct. X-Men Apocalypse is worse than Logan. And also maybe every other X-Men film. Except
They just did
X3.
Apocalypse wrong, man. They didn't really do much backstory for him, like in the comics, and he just like he's in the middle of his reign at the start, you know, and there's like a whole backstory for how he got there and shit, and why he is the way he is, but they didn't go over any of that. And then the actor they got didn't look like him at all. I feel like he would have been better just straight CGI character, honestly.
I mean, he was in so much makeup, he might as well have just been CGI at that point. Like,
yeah.
but I also feel like these superhero movies have a problem when like Marvel movies have the opposite problem with their origin films a lot of the time, where like the villain is just like an evil businessman, and you're like, oh, of course Iron Man's gonna beat the evil businessman. Just fire a photon blast into his chest. He's dead.
That's one of my problems with the new Wolverine movie is I don't even know if that's a spoiler. I wanted more fights that felt substantial.
I see. Yeah. There's a spoiler to tread around there for sure. So I understand your conflicted nature. But then like these superhero movies have a problem with like when a villain is too powerful. Because then like in X-Men Apocalypse, without spoiling anything, although that movie, if you want to spoil it, be my freaking guest, because I don't really like it, but that's not necessarily a good reason. He's just too powerful, and I'm like, there's no way they're gonna kill this guy. He's God.
Supposed to be the most powerful mutant that ever existed, though, even
Yeah.
in the comics.
Quicksilver's running around, like, running really fast and punching him in the face. You're like, he's gonna punch God in the face to death? I've watched this
my
guy
favorite character
turn,
from
like,
that movie.
70 people into walls. There's no way he's gonna be able to just punch him to death. But yeah, Quicksilver is good in that movie, I agree.
He's my favorite actor and character in that movie, for sure. He's
It's-
also the actor from American Horror Story, the creepy kid one.
I actually did not know that.
You know,
Yeah.
I think one of the issues with superhero movies is that once you get past their origin story, there's not a lot of room for characterization. Because once you know what their power is going to be, that's like pretty much where they end.
Yo.
So, like, how do you create a story around unchanging characters? Well, I guess the comic books have done it for years, but I don't know. For the sake of movies, it doesn't feel like much changes by the end.
You have
of
to
most
make
of the
up
movies.
weaknesses for them, and then like
Right.
different scenarios where they have to overcome stuff.
I sort of disagree, but I want to see where this goes. And the reason I disagree is because I feel like a lot of superhero movies peak on the second iteration. Like Spider-Man 2 is better than the original Spider-Man, in my opinion. X2 is better than X-Men. And Dark Knight is better than Batman Begins, although that's a slightly more contentious opinion, although probably still the majority opinion.
What changed, though, about Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2 between the beginning and end, other than he killed a whole bunch of bad guys?
Well, in the first one, he's like...
was awful.
Spider-Man 3 is
I agree.
also... Yeah, no, we're all on the same page there.
Emo, jazz, Peter Parker thing, I almost walked out of the theater.
In Spider-Man 1, though, he's like... You know... Whoa, these powers are sweet. I'm going to use them to fuck Mary Jane. And then by the end of the movie, he's like, I can't responsibly have intercourse with Mary Jane because that's going to make her a target for supervillains. So there's like some development there. But in the second one, he's like, nah, I'm done with this shit. You know, fuck rap. You can have it back. He wants to give up his Spider-Man powers, but then he decides that, you know, sometimes you don't get to choose your lot in life. Even though it would be easy to just, you know, give it up and become the world's greatest scientist, he decides that he has a responsibility to planet Earth to be Spider-Man. So...
And Mary Jane's like, yo, I don't give a shit that you're Spider-Man, do me.
Yeah,
All right, so here's my theory then. So the first one is the origin story. That's when the most characterization happens. The second one is sort of the finale of you have established a character and now you're going to see them at their most badass. And then the third movie is where they've run out of ideas.
I do agree with a lot of that. I do think that the third movie in a lot of these franchises does end up being like, well, what do we do now? Even
gotta
like
keep making the money, they'll keep buying it.
I would say, personally, I know Nick doesn't feel the same way. Cobalt, feel free to weigh in on this. I love Winter Soldier, but I do think that Civil War maybe is slightly better, although they're both very close. And The Dark Knight Rises is not bad, but it is not quite as good as The Dark Knight, I would agree.
I'd have to rewatch those. They're just so long. They blend for me almost.
I kind of like all
I
Batman
don't know. I
movies.
like the one with Bane a lot. I didn't think that was too bad. That was the third installment, right? With the Joker and all that. I mean,
No.
Yeah, Joker's
that's the
Joker's
second one?
the
Joker's
first
2.
one.
No, Joker's the second
Bane's
one.
the third one.
Bane's the
Okay,
third one.
got it.
Scarecrow's
What's
the
the
first
first
one.
one? Scarecrow's the
Second
Scarecrow
one's
and
one of the best ones,
Ra's
for
al
sure.
Ghul.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I liked all three of them then. They all had a moment.
The first one, yeah, was a little slow for me, I guess. The whole character development went a little bit slow, but it was also cool to have some insight into Batman's training because you never had seen a motion picture.
Yeah.
It always just jumps into him as like a mature crime fighter, and then it turned into like a cameo, clusterfuck. Like, who the hell puts Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze?
Yeah.
You need a tall, lanky, thin, weird man with glasses.
Well, you know, he's German. I think that
Ridiculous.
was mainly where they were going with that.
He's
Well,
I guess.
sorry, he's Austrian. That's what I meant to say.
Close enough, right?
No,
mean-
not really.
Well, yeah, it's sarcasm. They're next door to each other, I think.
That's right. Austin should have been Mr. Freeze.
Austin.
Is he known for his shoulders?
People on those pictures of Austin from PAX are like, this guy, he's got some shoulders, man. I thought
Why
it was...
was he climbing over that table?
The
Wait.
guy that plays Captain Cold in The Flash would have been a better Mr. Freeze than Arnold Schwarzenegger, even.
I have not seen the Flash television
Well,
show.
it's the guy from Prison Break.
Oh!
Peter, the main characters.
He's got
Skull-
a name, it's like... It's a very fancy name. I know that about this man. His name's like, Wernicke
Paul
Bombadil.
Giamatti.
It's a crazy name.
It is Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti is the Flash.
That's a fancy name.
Wentworth Miller. That is it. Yep.
Oh,
Dude, that's a fancy
Yeah.
name.
you would get that on your ascot, like written in gold.
His name is Wentworth. The name of that it's my money and I want it now company.
Michael Schofield. Yeah, I was thinking of the actual Prison Break.
That's the Prison
like,
Break
name.
man's name, yeah.
He made hot food.
That's what he is to me now, so whatever.
I saw that like Prison Break is coming back. I was watching television last night, and they were like, Prison Break is coming back this spring.
No.
How did they not get out of the fucking prison by now?
No, they're out of the prison, but then like, I guess...
Oh.
I've never seen Prison Break, but I guess like one of the characters was presumed dead, and they're like, well, actually it's been 10 years, so maybe not, because there's some more money to get out of this.
I was just gonna say, like, if they haven't gotten out of the prison after this many seasons, like, they're just terrible at this.
I mean, how many episodes did it take Mathis in his Escapist series? Probably like less than 20, right?
Yeah, so if they're not as good
shit.
as Mathis, they need to go back to work.
You're telling me. Wait, why was Austin climbing over a table again?
He was
Had
trying
no
to grab
bomb.
a beer, and then he was, like, flipping it over or something, but, like, everybody looked shocked that he was climbing over that table.
I don't remember this.
Also, I
Damn
made
it,
an exception
guys.
to my rule with liking Batman #3, so I'm proud of myself for coming up with an exception so quickly.
But definitely like third Spider-Man, pretty bad.
Yeah, definitely bad.
The third
Even
X-Men.
the Amazing Spider-Man was bad too, I thought.
Yeah.
The relaunch.
We watched that together. I was
don't-
stunned after Nick and I watched the first one that there was a second one.
Yeah.
It's really
Unbelievable.
bad. I don't think you were watching it so much as you were walking in and out of the room occasionally.
It was really like thank God for Emma Stone that she got out of that franchise when she meets Jim West.
You know, even Iron Man 3, which is Iron Man's my favorite Marvel series, I didn't even like Iron Man 3 that much.
People have the opinion that Iron Man 3 is better than Iron Man 2, and I disagree with them.
That's the one where
disagree
the
with
glowy people, right? The weird glowy people.
Let me think about this.
They explode.
You're talking about where everyone turns into a cyborg at the end, and then they have a huge
Where's
fight.
that?
in the movie fight.
Yeah.
Or is that the whip one, where the guy with the whip?
The whip's #2.
Whip is number
Whip's
2.
number 2.
It
Yeah.
goes heart, whip, glowy people.
Yeah, the glowy people suck. I was like, this is stupid. The whole time. Like, robots fighting glowy people. I like the robots fighting robots better. And even then, I still wanted a real supervillain. I didn't feel like that was the
Yeah.
best.
Iron Man
I feel like a
2
bit of a
though,
cop-out.
I think I sort of like because it has Sam Rockwell in it. And I don't think it's within my power to dislike a movie that Sam Rockwell is in.
All right.
He's probably weirdly that's not true because he's a child actor in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, and I think that movie's garbage. But other than that, like if Sam Rockwell's in a movie, it's like the best or the worst it could be is like a 5. In my mind, not in the mind of the movie-going public.
Wait, child actor. I don't know which one this is. Who this is. I'm gonna have to look it up. I watched all the Ninja Turtle movies growing up. Like,
Well,
a
he's
ton.
like a gang leader in when they go to that like skate park and there's all those punks skateboarding. He's like one of the kids in there
I see.
that gets recruited to be part of the Foot Clan. I can't remember exactly, but something along those
I'm
lines.
gonna have to go look at it.
Did
He's-
the Foot
he's
Clan
like a
stand for
teenager.
something specifically? Like, why do they call themselves the Foot Clan?
Why do they call themselves?
Because they
I
were
don't know.
footmen? Just because they were footmen and it was like a convenient play on words?
I believe
That was
so,
just
yeah.
their ninja house or whatever.
Okay.
Foot. So you can
I'll buy
stomp
it if
on
that's what it
bitches.
was. They just went kind of far with that wordplay because they had like a picture of a foot.
They did have a picture of a foot, yeah.
All their henchmen in the cartoon shows kind of looked like the Play-Doh guys from Power Rangers.
The putties.
Yeah, the putty dudes. For
They
sure.
didn't spark when you hit them, though, which is one of the best
No.
things the putties do.
Apparently it's a parody of the Daredevil gang called The Hand.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that makes sense.
That's kind of creative, then. All right, that's actually like the best answer you could have given.
I stole it from chat. I'll take no responsibility for that being the correct answer.
Oh, you did a great job, Ryan. That was all you.
Honestly, I just passed the information on. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger a $20 bill for being right here. Unless you want to.
Yeah, who do I give $20 to right now? Somebody's got to get it.
Doctors
gonna
Without
cut it in
Borders.
Okay.
I actually think that like X-Men 3 killed the franchise so hard. The first iteration of the franchise, at least, killed it so hard that it got off scot-free. If it had only half killed X-Men,
Wait, they took Cyclops out?
well, I'm just saying, like,
Cyclops needs-
if they
I'm so on.
If they had made that movie slightly better, it wouldn't have killed the first iteration of the X-Men, and people would remember how bad it was. But because it killed the first X-Men franchise so hard, people have forgotten that X3 is an abomination, made especially worse by the fact that X2 is so good.
I like the. I don't know if I like the older Magneto though. I hated how they started out with him so old like that.
Yeah.
Where they should have kind of scaled him up a little bit more.
It's very
Kinda like,
presumptuous.
You couldn't even get out of a plastic house, idiot.
Yeah, what a moron. Does
I
it,
get out of a plastic house.
you ever open like a clamshell package from Best Buy? Just put your fingers in it and then like tear as hard as you can.
I also think
dumb.
that Cyclops in the original X-Men. Now maybe some people know this better than me, but weren't his like eyes from a curse of some type and not actually like a mutant mutation?
No, you're thinking of a different guy. We talked about the guy that was cursed the other time, and I don't remember who it was now. Do you remember
I
that?
could have sworn that he just had a curse on him for his eyes.
There was a dude that like found an emerald or a gem or something in a tomb, and then he got his power from that.
Oh, yeah, that's the Juggernaut.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
we were
the-
making fun of that, but it was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, the
so I don't know
Juggernaut,
why we were doing that.
he found like a temple in South Korea that gave him his Juggernaut powers.
Really?
Yeah, Admiral Isun Shin
But
came
he's-
down and said, you will crash through walls and shit.
He's
That's pretty
supposed
cool.
to be Xavier's brother, I believe.
The Juggernaut?
as well.
Juggernaut is?
Yeah, the Juggernaut.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
See,
I
that's,
never knew that.
That's irony,
cartoon
because they're
series?
like the exact opposite powers from one another.
Exactly. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I believe that they're brothers. Yeah, step brothers. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
More room for
Well,
activities.
that sucks. Very close enough, just not by blood.
He's a stepbrother, okay.
I want to make a really good point about the X-Men movie and why I don't like it, but it's totally a spoiler.
Wait, oh, okay.
Man.
To get some closure, though, the Cyclops thing, like, that was just his mutant power, I think.
Nick, do you like Cyclops?
Yeah,
I was
he was
just-
my
I
favorite
hate-
dude when I was a kid.
I thought he
him
was
and
the
Gambit.
worst.
He's
I was
like,
like, Gene, why are you with this scummy guy?
he's the leader of the X-Men, right? Like,
He's
well,
so
I mean,
preppy.
He's like the only responsible guy in the whole crew, except for Xavier.
yeah, Xavier's the
He's-
leader of the X-Men, of course, but like,
He's super responsible.
oh,
Who
that's
is
true.
Beast?
Beast is
Beast.
responsible.
Beast is responsible, but he never leaves the lab, so it doesn't count. Cyclops will go out.
Yeah.
I mean, but I kind of
He's
feel
just
that
on the
way.
intercom.
Before the movies, I kind of felt that way about Captain America. I was like, this is the guy you want to lead the Avengers? The dude who's just
Yeah.
really strong? Why don't you get the dude who is like, you know, a god from another planet or something like that?
Because he's like
He can't be
incorruptibly
there
moral.
enough. He also can't be there enough because he's got his own shit to deal with, so he like goes back and forth too much.
I guess that's true. Is like you want
Go to
the leader to
Mar-a-Lago
have.
every weekend.
Yeah, I was trying to preempt perhaps the obvious reference there, but mission failed, I suppose. You know, you want someone who has he doesn't have other priorities, I suppose. And Thor's gonna be like, oh, my dad, Anthony Hopkins, is in trouble again.
And Hulk's like, I have to smash.
I like the Hulk. I don't get why he's so strong, but I like him. Like he can take Thor one-on-one, and he's supposed to be like one of the
He
most
turned him into a
powerful
tank.
people ever. Yeah.
Like, why is he stronger than a god? That doesn't really make much sense.
From like radiation or gamma
Yeah.
radiation. Like, why don't we all just juice in some radiation then?
Wow,
I don't get it.
Could go terribly wrong, right? Did you see what happened to Tim Roth in The Incredible Hulk from 2008?
Did
He
you
was
see
still
what happened
buff
to
and was
Deadpool?
awesome.
He was pretty buff, actually.
He was buffer than the Hulk.
Yeah, he used like fucking Omega radiation or something.
He was steroid Hulk. If that's even possible.
Topic-
When your veins are like rippling out of your neck. Ugh.
Thor
I
isn't
hate that.
actually a god, but isn't Thor?
Oh, is he not?
actually
He's at least a demigod, at least.
Yeah, son of a god or something. That's like
Both of his parents are gods. Like, what do you mean?
actually
It's Freya and Odin.
Hippolyta is a goddess. Actually,
Is it like a parallel sort of thing where it's like, oh, it sort of follows along with the traditional mythology, but then they took a departure because Marvel?
I feel like it's one of those things where actually, like, the comics were not beholden to anything when they were made, and now they've kind of got to make them follow some greater interior logic as a result of the fact that they're exposed to a huge audience, which makes sense.
Like, I don't even pretend to know anything about the guys and gals that I followed when I was a kid anymore because they retcon it all. So, you know, whatever. Let them have their fun.
I mean, you gotta, right? Like, if you're gonna... We're on, like, Iron Man 10,000 or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like the Avenger movies. I like the Ultron movie a lot. I thought he was a great supervillain.
You are, like, one of the dissenting opinions there.
Am I really?
I'm glad to hear that, actually, because I sort of like Age of Ultron. But the consensus on that movie has changed to, like, this is the worst of the Avenger movies since,
I like it better than Civil War, actually.
I liked it better than Civil War 2.
Okay, well, you guys are now barking up the wrong tree.
Sorry.
So...
I don't ever read, like, reviews or opinions of movies. I just, like, judge them myself, and I often find that people don't agree with me on certain things. But I still stand by Logan could have been way better, and I did not like how it turned out. It was just depressing, dude. The whole movie is just depression on top of your face.
Movies
every 5 seconds.
It's a dark film for certain.
Yeah, it was one of the most so for X-Men. I do like how they upped the violence though. Deadpool kind of paved the way for that, where you could make it, you know, super violent.
I can't wait for the next Deadpool. Oh my god.
Good.
I want, like... I'm done with, like, cartoony superhero movies, I think. And by done with, I mean, like, I'll still go see them as long as they're as good as Doctor Strange was. Because I'm a sucker, I guess. But
I didn't see that yet. I heard it wasn't good.
Doctor Strange was dope, man!
I thought it was great.
Okay, that's good to hear, because I wanted it to be good. I just didn't know.
It's like very Marvel origin-y. Like, it goes through the same steps that a lot of Marvel origin movies goes through, but I thought it was pretty great.
I love the Infinity Stones and how they're all tying that in to everything, and it's going to be interesting to see because the main boss from Guardians of Galaxy, Thanos or whatever, the only reason he wants the Infinity Stones in the comic books is to make Death, who is one of the 4 entropies of the universe, fall in love with him so he can impress her.
See,
and she's in love with Deadpool.
That's the stuff that you know that somebody at Marvel is like, I get it. I get that that's what happens in the comics, but you understand, we gotta get like 1 billion people to go see this movie, right? So we can't...
They're gonna mix it up a little bit, probably.
They gotta sanitize that, like... They gotta... I don't mean this to be rude, but they have to normalize it without, like, pissing off the main base as well. They gotta be like...
They've been doing that, though, and it's a fair compromise, I think.
I agree,
for us to be able to see epic pictures like that.
They're like, you know,
Sounds a little like Darksiders to me.
We need, like, soccer moms and, like, investment bankers to buy tickets to see this movie. You know, they're not going to be like, oh, maybe Thanos will finally get Death to fall in love with him in this episode.
Or he destroys the entire universe to impress her, like...
I mean, why would you not?
Right, yeah.
What's the point of keeping the universe if your goal is something transcendent beyond the universe?
Yeah.
What does the universe give to that person?
Why don't you run the time travel theory by Cobalt, Nick? It sounds like you were getting onto that track.
You don't actually want me to do that, I don't think.
I don't know. I'm of two minds right now.
Chad doesn't want it. They were real pissed at me.
Anything, like, as far as movies and stuff. I hate it.
I don't want your chat to be angry at me.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair.
You gotta learn to say fuck the chat, Nick, okay? You can't let chat...
Ryan's chat barely likes me as it is, so, like, I don't want to make it worse.
Yeah, Nick is the vanguard that sucks up a lot of criticism in chat. Why did I take Tractor Beam of all freaking things? But, and I appreciate that. Note that when Nick is not here... When Nick is not here, they hate me as well. It's just, you know, you got to accept that it's like... It's a hate that comes from, like, a loving place for the most part, I think. For the most part.
They can be judgmental behind their computer screens. It's okay.
Right. Because, like, if they tried to fight us in real life, it would be like a scene from the Avengers.
We literally roll around in groups of 10 everywhere we go when we leave our houses, I feel like, so...
We got an entourage.
It'd be a war, for sure. You'd have to come throw down, like, gang style. Like, an Anchorman where they just pull out the weapons and like no hitting of the faces is the only rule.
I did have a couple people at PAX that when they talked to me, they were very nice, but then in conversation they'd be like, "Man, what happened in that last episode of like whatever?" And I'm like, Are we gonna do this? Like, are you bringing the YouTube comments to real life right now?
It happens, I guess. It's not a great idea, but it happens.
It's like, I think you're being respectful, but you're kind of cross. You're like, I love your work, but man, you were an idiot recently. I'm like, dude, I don't know anything about you. We're not on that level of insulting each other's intelligence in an affable fashion necessarily. I get where you're going, and I think you're coming from a good place, but you know, you're overstepping the bounds a little bit here.
I think sometimes it comes from just like a little bit of anxiety of not knowing what to talk to you about. So it's like, well, this is a thing that we can both relate to.
Like if I met...
Maybe they flew across the country just to say that to you.
I mean, it's possible. I'm just saying, like, if I met, you know, Willie Desjardins, the head coach of the Vancouver Canucks, I'd be like, whoa, Willie, it's nice to meet you. Like, congratulations on your gig with the team. I hope you have a good day. I wouldn't be like, what are you doing with Jason Magna's deployment? Like, he's not even going to be on the team next year. You're giving him so much ice time. It's ridiculous. You know, it's an assumed level of familiarity that we don't necessarily have.
Maybe you'll be the guy that gives him the tip that changes the whole season around.
I mean, I guess that's possible.
Like, did you know you can hold down heal in Hollow Knight beyond one charge?
I did know that, yes.
Oh, okay.
I did know that.
You know how to access the secret map by double-clicking?
I did know that. I did it accidentally.
There you go.
It seemed like you picked it up, actually, like, immediately, and I didn't know why you did that, because I didn't figure it out until Cobalt told me.
Yeah,
Have you guys done the flower challenge?
I have not even beaten the game yet.
I 100%ed it, so yeah, I did everything.
I had a long way to go. Austin has now passed me, I saw today.
Austin passes everyone immediately, don't worry about it.
I think he might have more playtime than me at this point, so I'm not, like, embarrassed necessarily, but he has passed me pretty quickly.
He's also, like, the best in the world at everything he plays, so don't worry about it.
And it's true.
You should be a league player or go
Actually,
Dota.
you know what?
Yeah.
That's an extremely rational thing to say. He really should be. Like, he should be in the NFL.
Oh, shit.
That would
There we go.
work amazingly for him.
He could be the kicker.
Well, he used to play Dota. I don't think he pursued
Really?
it professionally, though, but he did play it a lot.
They find some shoulder pads that'll fit him. Because it's not possible.
That's going to be tough.
Yo, that Isaac run actually sucked.
I'm in Necropolis,
different
too.
Place with it now. I'm on the chest, but with like a million brimstone lasers, so I'm like in a fine place right now. I'm fine.
I missed out on my guppy, and it was bad after that. Real bad.
Oh yeah, I got Guppy and Leviathan also.
Motherfuckers. Okay.
This one worked out for once.
I only have one Eden token on this save.
Uh-oh.
That's all you need.
Oh, wait, I don't even want to be Eden, though. I want to be Azazel. I want to be a cowboy, baby.
You're in the chest. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, like, I mean, I won that run, but I didn't have fun at any point.
I've got this Tauros, and it's terrible. I hate it.
Wasted Eden token. There's no way this run's gonna finish in 20 minutes, but we'll fucking give it a try anyway.
Oh, they could make a mod now that removes Eden tokens.
Yeah,
Cool.
but then the one lingering sort of like piss off that I have with that is you still can't increment your win counter if you have mods on, which
Oh, right.
I find very annoying.
Maybe we could just like get a ton of signatures on a petition.
Like change.org.
Yeah, change.org and make Tyrone have to remove Eden tokens. Because if we get
Yeah,
to
we can do
10,000,
that.
he has to do
He
it.
has to address it at least, yeah.
It'll be like, just get a mod or download a save file. I didn't get why they wanted it to not allow modding of achievements into the game.
Yeah.
Because you know, they're saying, oh, people can just cheat to get all the achievements, but you can just download a
can do
save
that now.
file all day, right?
Yeah, it would actually be just as easy to get a save file as to get a mod, so like, who cares?
Why don't they make a mod that keeps track of wins when a mod is on? No, it's the more wishes principle. I don't think you can do that.
Make another instance of Isaac that runs inside of Isaac while you play Isaac, so you can Isaac while you Isaac.
They did. It's called Antibirth. And it's its own exe file. So
weird.
GG.
Is that any good?
It's it's okay.
You played
No, neither here nor there.
You played Afterbirth.
Yeah,
It's fun.
That game is good.
I think we all like it.
It's still, like, in my opinion, the best mod.
By far. It set the standard for what
Yeah.
a good mod should be, I thought.
It's
But
the other
now we got the
40% of
Skyrim
Isaac.
mod.
Oh, yeah.
It's just basically go and search for 20 different mods, make your Skyrim
Yeah.
playthrough. Right now, it's nothing really substantial, I feel like.
There's a couple that are reasonably big, but there's this kind of, like... There's no reason not to include more mods, is what I find when I'm doing these, like, mod spotlight videos on YouTube. Is, like, you want to show off a mod by itself, but a lot of mods just have an incremental change. So your temptation is to be like, let's put on, like, 6 mods for this video, and then they sort of lose their individual identity, even though they're all pretty worthwhile.
Right.
Because all of them, or a bunch of them, are like, add one item, add this, add
Yeah.
that. And you'll spend 10 runs even finding any of that stuff.
Yeah, lately I think I've gotten a better workflow for it. Like if it's a one-item mod, I just use the mod menu to spawn
Console.
it in. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then it doesn't work properly for some reason.
Yeah, that Flask of the Gods one was a little annoying for me.
Did you ever find out if it actually does normally work properly, but it didn't because of the spawn menu?
No, as with most of my videos, like, 30 seconds after I hit the stop recording button, I purged it from my memory, so...
Sure. No, I just figured maybe Reddit popped in or something.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in that one. Like, it was really, like, the main reason that I wanted to use it was like, hey, Angel Precedent is a cool concept that doesn't get used very often.
Oh, in case you guys haven't seen it, there is a turn on charge bar in your options.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That you can
So I
put
guess
on
that
there
was
if
one
you
of the
like
things
it.
they added.
Yeah, that was one of the
Indeed it
mods.
was.
One of the more popular mods from the first, month or so of the game's release as well. Don't teleport, you freaking
It's a
jerk.
good call. Yay, I won my run. Oh, and I'm gonna be off 669 hours. That's very unfortunate.
That's true.
Darn.
Well, I'm still at it now, so I can quit the game.
How many hours do I have on this shit?
I'm gonna say 2,800.
29.59.
Ooh, pretty close.
Pretty close. And I still have 32.11 on the original Eyes.
Jesus.
I still have more hours on original Eyes.
That is
What
a
the
scary
fuck?
thought.
That is actually
I used to play it 100% on my stream when I first started,
Yeah.
though, so that makes sense.
Rebirth
I
has
just
been
played
out for
6
like
hours of it every
almost
day.
3 years. Let me
Yeah.
see. I
I did 3 years of that, or 2 years of that. Oh, this room sucks.
I have 2,002 hours. Nice round number, at least. A little bit of
I'm gonna
baby step.
die.
Oh, hey, Alpaca Patrol. Thanks for the host, buddy.
You're welcome. Is Ryan kind of loud, chat? I think I had him up a little too high last stream.
Don't
Forgot to fix it.
turn chat against me.
I see the alpacas in RimWorld, and that's all I get. Is it a Alpaca Patrol, Cobalt?
Have you been enjoying RimWorld?
Yeah, I'm finally on a nice save where I'm not just constantly balancing like conflict, and I can focus on growth.
Yeah.
So not bad so far. I think we're going to die, boys, on this run. We did not find the whatever magic these guys found.
My magic
Rip Street?
was...
No, different save file.
I was on like a half of a spirit heart and still like so fed up with my damage that I was using sack dagger to kill
What?
everything.
Oh my god, I had like way too much damage. I was in like steamroll mode.
What seed are you
What
playing?
did you find?
I had quad shot because of one of the store rerolls, and brimstone
So you had
and
chaos
little
or something
brimstone.
then, right?
No,
How'd you get
Holy.
quad shot from the shop then?
it was a
God.
reroll station.
Yeah, but
You went through so many shop items.
Oh, sorry, I
somehow.
didn't mean shop. I meant item room.
okay.
Ah.
It's all becoming clear now.
I took piercing from that, I think.
It's all good. Just don't let it happen again.
Okay.
It's arrow.
It's like a relief for me, because usually I just die 3 times during every run we do on the show.
Well, if it's any consolation, the Eden seed I chose to do was straight garbage as well right here.
Oh, I rerolled Taurus to get it. That's where that came from.
Oh my god.
I took Taurus, and
And Curse the Blind.
I took Taurus and my speed went down to 0.5, and then it stayed there for almost the entire run. So that was another half of why that was garbage. But
I just had Tauros the run I did before this today, so I'm like really sick of this shit.
I love it about 50% of the time. Oh,
I'm just so slow.
Oh, shit.
Now, this isn't an Eden run, guys. This is an Isaac run on a different file. And, yeah, we're not in any danger. Although we should probably restart the streak since they added new items. And the previous runs don't have any of that content in them, so I don't feel like they count at all. Like, yeah, it's just stupid. I mean, it's almost like every booster is going to be a season.
You want to make sure that you've got Angry Fly in your save file so that it can save you on otherwise dead runs.
Fucking Angry Fly. Oh my god, Angry Fly, save me.
Well, maybe there's like a new Brimstone level good item in this pack. You don't know. Could be in there.
It's possible. It's possible.
And Mom's Knife 2.0.
Dude.
I haven't found anything good yet.
All I want are more items that scale your stats based on other stats. Like, there's already so many easy win items. Not to, oh, the game is so easy. But, like, to get Brimstone, Mom's Knife, you know, Epic Fetus, that happens pretty frequently these days. So, I feel like more items that are like, hey, your damage increases as your shot speed increases. Or, like, you know, your speed increases as your range decreases or something. I want more, like, proportional stuff.
See.
I'd prefer things that were a bit more direct, because I feel like there's too many dice now and too many like syringes. Just like give us something that's got like a noticeably different thing than everything else.
I love syringes, but I am like
so many.
I'm sick of dice.
There's like how many dice now are there? Like 15?
There's 100.
Yeah, but
it goes all the way from the D1 to the D100.
Oh, okay.
They should have like a D1000 and it just re-rolls your save file.
So you go from one item unlocked to everything if you're lucky.
Then a fucking D1 million refunds the game on Steam and buys you another $15 game.
Gives you a different game. I like that. You could end up with a copy of The Witness instead.
15 bad rats, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that would
there
be the
you
troll
go.
Kicking in. That's a good idea.
Yeah, you don't even have to tell me what the D420 does. Oh, you're right. There's a D Infinity actually, so I guess they've already done it.
Yeah.
We're just still experiencing it.
I had a good run with one of those the other day. Those are pretty fun.
I like the D Infinity. I like the D100.
It's just 2 charges on whatever you have. Like,
I like
don't know.
the D1 is cool too. There have been situations where I've had really good effects with the D1. Like, it can give you 1 extra chest every time you get a chest on the chest, which is basically 1 extra item, and that's pretty cool. But I think my favorite item from Afterbirth Plus is definitely Crooked Penny.
Is that Omega Penny?
It's Omega
one
Penny,
that-
Yeah.
Yeah. Darth Virgin. Thanks for the sub, man.
It's a good name.
Nice name.
Okay, so yay or nay, chat. Would you re-roll your Steam library?
Does it replace my Steam library with a random users, or does it replace every game with a random game?
Every game you have is a random roll and could be any other game, including the game it was.
I think
There's so many shitty games that I don't want, though.
Exactly, that's why it's a
Games
question.
that I buy, I had at least some interest in to purchase. Or
Right.
I got it for free.
But you could upgrade your like $1 copy of Bad Rats into like a $60 Ghost Recon Wildlands or something.
that's true.
Yeah, but I'd maybe trade it for CS:GO boxes.
You know, though, like, I would go from having 0 anime-inspired visual novels to probably more than 0 anime-inspired visual novels, and I'm not sure I could deal with that, because, like, about 1/10 of the games on Steam now are that.
Yeah.
So
You don't want to play Steins Gate?
I mean, I hear that one's actually, like, very good. So
It's probably just like the anime, I would imagine.
that one I'd be okay with. There's a few that I cannot implicitly insult because I hear that they're excellent.
I think we would have gotten very different answers if we had asked this question 3 years ago.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh yeah, hell yeah, dude. I've never played Half-Life 2. I got a pretty good chance to re-roll into that.
I could get the Valve Complete Pack. I could get Blue Shift and everything.
Dude, you remember, I think it was the Christmas sale or the summer sale in 2012. You had these tickets you could use to enter, like, a raffle. And if you won, like, grand prize was a copy of every game on Steam.
What?
If you won that
forever?
raffle, no, not forever, just, like, up to that
till
point.
that point.
If you won that raffle, you would now own, like, 5% of the games that are on Steam. But still.
The real grand prize, you got to get one of those dank-ass, like, special edition reviewer-only accounts.
Oh,
that every
yeah.
game that comes out goes into your account automatically.
We have an acquaintance who has one of those.
Yeah.
And
man.
anytime that, like, Valve stopped giving them away maybe like 3 or 4 years ago.
Smart.
I have 2 acquaintances who have one of those because every time I play like a game that I feel like I got a scoop on, it's always like 2 friends already have this.
I know one for sure. Do I know the other one? Does his name start with a P?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
It's PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Our mutual friend PewDiePie.
It's actually incredible. He got one. I figured he would, or they'd go more for a journalist, but
Well,
Hey, my Amazon Echo knows who that guy is, but it doesn't know who any of us are. I've asked
oh,
it.
for real?
Yep. But it sure knows him.
It is Pan Giesling. You got it.
Pan Giesling.
Pan Giesling. That's all Gieslings combined into one.
it's a new religion.
Yeah.
Giesling burrito.
Pan-Gieslingism.
It's Pop Smith OTI.
I don't think I'm going to finish this in 5 minutes. I think I could win this, but it'd be like a grind fest.
I'm going to let mine go to its logical conclusion, so I might be like 8 minutes away.
Okay, I'm trying to beat Meat Boy in the time that it takes for you to finish your run.
That seems acceptable. I know I've got a scoop on a game when those guys are not listed as having played it or having owned it. I'm like, oh shit, I'm like first to the fucking party right here.
That's always nice.
Well, if you were to put a price tag on that item, meaning the account and all of the games that come with it, like, what do you think that would be?
Well, I mean, it depends. Like, for a business, like, it's really nice, I suppose, to never have to ask for review copies. Like,
yeah,
there's a price on that for sure. But if you're like talking from a consumer standpoint, I feel like
I'm saying you could just buy one and it's gonna be this much.
I feel like that'd be worth like $50,000 or more, maybe.
That's wild. I wouldn't even disagree.
Yeah,
Either.
It's not just like 1,000 full price games. It's like the convenience of never having to like buy them yourself. Yeah. And
unless Steam dies.
And if it exactly. If Steam lasts for 50 years, then it pays for itself eventually. Plus, it's a huge like nerd prestige thing, you know?
Oh, yep, yeah.
It's like having one of those like infinite flying cards that they used to give away before people just started flying to like Dubai for fun because they had them.
Yeah.
$10,000?
That seems a little
Definitely
low.
more.
I would give you $10,000 for that right now.
Yeah,
My account might be worth $10,000 already.
I would move money around to purchase that as an investment. There's no doubt.
It would be dumb not to.
Yeah,
if
it would.
do this for a job.
It would actually be like if somebody offered that in like a verbal deal, like you were just having lunch, you'd be like, I will go get that money right now and come back
Right,
to you.
I'll figure it out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, give me like half an hour, 45 minutes or something. We're gonna work this out if you're serious. We start
Come
to
on,
get
little figure.
into 100 grand. That's like, okay, that's Tim Schafer's buying that. Like,
that's too much.
Tim
Too
Schafer
much.
versus, you know, Dwayne Wade.
Buy like a yacht or something.
Well, there's still
like
a
a
case
mini
to be
yacht.
made that that's a fair price, but it just is kind of high.
Right. It comes to the point where, like, I'll just deal with the emails, and at that point,
Right.
that's a lot of cannolis, you know.
Just give me Guppy's head, please.
If it were transferable, it would be worth more. Well, that is true. I don't disagree with that.
Oh, this
So
guy
like,
might
there's a
save my
finite
life.
number of these accounts, and the people who have them can sell them for
Right,
a
yeah.
profit
It's
when
like-
they're done, and they just move around.
It's a Bitcoin situation. Well, I mean, you ever
So they
feel
quit
about
doing that 3 years ago?
like if yeah, as far as I know, at least. I believe, like, well, not I believe. If you think about it, like, you buy the Mona Lisa, you're not like paying $100 million for the Mona Lisa, right? It's not like that money's gone. You own a $100 million painting that's probably only going to appreciate in value.
Right, that's typically how art works,
You
unless
could-
it's
You could
got a
just,
special story to it.
here's a little scum tactic for you. Just buy the Mona Lisa, display it in your museum, and then sell it like 10 years later.
Gotta get that 10 million though.
Yeah, but you're gonna, dude, because your museum has been selling the legend of the Mona Lisa over that time.
Wait, oh.
You're building up the
gotta get it
mythos only to sell it back later.
How do you get it originally?
You gotta buy it at a Sotheby's auction or something.
But you need that 10 mil.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you gotta be, like, independently wealthy for sure. Maybe you started with, like, the painting of Gorilla Jesus.
Oh, you work your way up.
You work your way up, like that person
the
who
guy
started
who
with a
got
pen.
house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We've all heard that one.
I feel like that, you know, that Jesus that they re-engineered to be ridiculous looking, like, I feel like that one should have been worth more than the original.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
The story is so much better.
We had, this is an anecdote that sounds nerdier than it is. I'm going to sanitize it to make it applicable for everybody out there. Our teacher was explaining to us the difference between pass by value and pass by reference, which is a nerdy programming thing of like, do you give your program a copy of data or do you give it the original data? So he tried to use this anecdote. He's like, let's say you owned the Mona Lisa, and then the government of Canada said, hey, we want to take a look at your Mona Lisa. Would you send them the original or a copy? And then everyone was like, well, the original, of course. And I put up my hand and I was like,
What? No.
Send them a copy. And he was like, why? No, you send them the original. And I was like, well, what if they lose it? He's like, no, they don't. And it's like, that's bullshit, man. This is a bad analogy. It's a poorly constructed analogy. I'm sending everybody the copy.
Answer is they should have the original?
Yeah, he's like, it's a serious concern. Like, they're gonna look at it and like try to examine it to see if it's real or something. So you got to send them the original. And I was like, fuck that. They can come over.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Send
say-
them to my place.
No, that's an awful analogy. That proved the opposite than what
That's exactly what I felt, and I was like, it's not really that big of a deal unless I get this question wrong on an exam or something. Then I'm gonna have to go up there and be like, well, actually, I think they would send them the copy because the painting's worth $500 million. I'm not gonna trust Canada
Yeah.
Post to send this. I'm not gonna trust the courier to send the Mona Lisa. Or you can come pick it up if you want it.
If you got to show your work on that test answer, you should still get at least partial credit for that.
I agree, actually. I understand, by the way, the difference between pass by value and pass by reference. We're all trying to measure our nerd dicks right now. But it took me an extra step, because now I've got to remember that the analogy that he gave us is backwards, but only in my opinion. So, yeah, exactly.
Why would you give them the original? I don't understand that.
The idea is, you know, they're going to test it for authenticity. So they've got to have the original, because if you send them a copy, it's not the same.
But why does the actual data need to be the original? Because it won't pass those checks?
Yeah, I mean, this is why the analogy is not sensible in my opinion, but it's worked for him for like 40 years. Apparently, I'm a generational talent when it comes to finding a flaw in this.
It's just not logical.
It doesn't make sense to me. Honestly, if the government came to me and was like, "Hey, can we look at that Mona Lisa?" I'd be like, No, it's my Mona. I have nothing to gain by letting you look at my Mona Lisa.
Not at all.
I'll tell you what, you can look at the Mona Lisa in exchange for me never having to pay income tax for the rest of my life. That's business. That's a trade. Otherwise, I stand to gain. Like, the whole metaphor is implicitly flawed.
Thanks, Wallebrick. Nobody's touching my painting. You're looking at it through a glass.
Sorry, what? I didn't catch that.
Come to my museum.
Oh.
The other analogy, he's like, for pass by reference, he's like, or sorry, for pass by value, he's like, what if your neighbor is like throwing a party and he wants to display your Mona Lisa? I'm like, yeah, you give him the copy because you don't trust him. That makes sense to me. But I'm giving everybody the copy. If I sell the Mona Lisa, I'm giving them a copy so I can sell it again later. Infinite money.
It's made me want to understand the underlying technical reasoning behind this.
You don't want to go down that road right now. I promise you don't want to go down that road right now.
Okay.
Oh boy, I'm blowing up infinite glitter bombs.
So that's where you're at. Okay, that sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we can make this work. I'm ready to swap whenever. I'll come back to this like after NLSS.
I'm on the Cathedral, so mine will be done relatively quickly. I'm gonna guess that Nick is on the Rapture.
You give me too much credit. No, I'm on Hell right now.
All right, slightly off.
Thanks for the subs, guys. A 2-year sub and a brand new sub. I see pixels. Thanks, guys.
I like that name.
I'm pretty.
How could you sub to a 31-year-old man, you crazies?
Oh, happy birthday! I forgot.
Yeah, welcome to the 31 Club, you and me.
Oh man!
Now that you guys are
party up here or something.
Now that you guys are 31, do you want to join the Pen 15 Club with me?
Actually, I do. I've heard good things.
Yeah, dude. Now serving.
You write it on your hand, right? That's the only
1 billion served. Yeah. No, actually, you get it tattooed on your forehead now.
Oh.
We had to make membership. We had to make membership more exclusive.
Literally a 31-year-old fucking man. Thanks, Tenchi. Appreciate it.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with being 31. You got equity now, so you're allowed to be in your 30s.
I leveled up, apparently.
Yeah.
But I got some more experience. Too bad it brings you closer to death as well.
Well, unless we're
Not
going to live forever, in which case, further away from not existing. You're getting further away from your birth every single day.
Yeah, somebody tweeted me and they said, because you know you will eventually die, does that mean you're dead?
Oh, I see.
Time travel theory, and I said no, because there's this tiny chance I won't die.
Right, that's true.
So that's a stupid question. You should have known better for asking me that. Come on now.
Sure, why
Yeah, I believe they already have a way for people not to die. They're just monopolizing it.
I don't think
Pass
so.
by reference, give a function the memory address.
No, you don't want to do this, Nick!
Pass by value, pass a copy of the object without the original memory location. That seems fairly straightforward. I think that's it. I get it.
Alright, well, save yourself a semester of tuition then. It's a simple concept. You know what it is? Is that, like, for some functions, like if you're applying for your driver's license, you need to have your original birth certificate.
Yeah.
If you're applying for a credit card, you can just scan them. You can send them a scan.
But determining the credibility and authenticity of the places that need that thing is based on what?
Sure. I mean, that's,
How do I know which one's the DMV?
Because you've practiced a lot of software engineering.
Ah, that's the thing. Okay. We can end that there.
That's fine. Any real-world analogy is garbage to describe this. I think that's actually fair. Yeah.
It is programming.
Yeah.
But
They're
to
gonna
be
be
fair,
reaching
the
for
analogy
straws.
has made me more curious than I would have been had we not had an analogy.
True. Yeah. I mean, there is some. It does an okay job of framing the question, I think. But
It's just a learning tool.
yes, exactly. Like, the analogy doesn't actually have to be correct as long as it gets a point across that is correct, but I just take issue. The teacher was also very displeased that his metaphor had been called into question, I thought. Why in programming would you ever want to use the original? Well, back in the 1960s when you had 1 byte of RAM, You know, it's
Save
technically
you space.
it's less
For a
function
program,
call
though-
overhead to use the original if you want to modify the data, especially.
But in
If
the
it's a
reality
copy,
of
though,
software
isn't it
engineering,
just the same? Like, I don't
everything has a
understand.
memory leak, so it doesn't matter.
Look, I told you, we're getting down a dangerous road.
Yeah.
It's like you have a chest with a window in it, and sometimes you don't give people the key so they can only view it. All right, sure, yeah.
I like that.
What the fuck?
It's like you have a chest with a window in it. Think about it that way.
A lot of 300 megabytes of storage, exactly. A lot of programming now is like, well, I mean, here's the way you should do it, because when you were 6, your computer had 16 megabytes of RAM. Now you've got like several thousand times that, but you should still do things this way because like it is better.
I'd like to still hold software engineers to that standard because I like optimization.
Yeah, but it's not really. It's not saying like not caring about optimize. It's just different now. It's just different.
Well, wait, but how is it not caring about optimization?
Well, because okay, well, why don't we, instead of ever using a game engine to program a game, why don't we just do it all in like fucking just a bitwise operation?
I was kind of
No.
thinking about this a little bit on the toilet the other day.
Okay,
I was
I'm interested
like,
to hear this.
If I was making a program and I knew that the average like viewer, okay, so my idea was how could you build a program to basically grab keys out of chat, and maybe you'd have something that took a picture of it, and then it automatically translated that picture into letters so you could put it into something. And I was like, well, really to make that program, all you would need to know is for how fast it needs to work is the average amount of time that it would take somebody to actually type that out and put it in to claim it, right? But then I was thinking, but if you're writing a program, do you go just to make it under that time where you're going to beat people, or do you make it the most efficient where you're trying to make it where it takes like 1 second rather than 10 seconds to do that in case somebody else comes along and makes a program?
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you
what
do
I'm
it as
saying?
fast as possible for sure?
I don't think I know
Right?
the
But
goal
it's
of that.
efficient.
See, you
It's
wouldn't.
more efficient that way.
You wouldn't probably grab a picture though. You would just scrape chat as text, and then you would have some function that passes in that text and looks for like the dashes from a Steam code or something like that, and then just automatically imports that or paste
Well, I don't
that
know
into
how to
Steam.
do it. The whole point was, do you do it under the parameters of what's good enough to make it happen, or do you go for efficiency so that in the future you're still the best program?
Look, all I'm saying is that in software engineering, there's a trade-off between performance and development time and development cost. Efficiency and optimization is important. However, if it takes you 10 times as long to develop it and it makes the project 4 times more expensive, you have to go back to the company and be like, is this worth paying for it, or do you just want it to work? And if you just want it to work, we'll do it like this. And if you're gonna give me infinite money, all right, let's get into the maximum possible efficiency that we can get in here.
Fair
The more
enough.
streamlined your code is, also, wouldn't it be the less possible impact you could have in problems with other types of code?
I don't even
Less,
understand this question, though.
Less interactions that could be deleterious if your code is streamlined.
Of course.
So, like, that's a good reason for optimization right there.
There's always good reasons for optimization, but if you crack into the code of like any program you use on a regular basis, you're gonna see ad hoc solutions and hacks and things that are not ideal because they had deadlines and not enough money, or maybe sometimes they just did it in the wrong. Of course, it's an ideal to build it as best as possible.
But you made it sound like it was a decision that people made to just not even try anymore.
I think it is. If you like, you're like, well, we could write our own engine for this game and it would be 50% more efficient, but we could also use Unity and have it done twice as fast.
Okay. I won't be mad at you if you use Unity. I like Unity.
Me
I've
too.
had some good games built in Unity. that I've
Except
played
for when it
recently.
doesn't capture or put my mouse cursor inside of the bounds of the window. That drives me fucking nuts.
We're gonna play golf with friends. Be back in 3 minutes.
I didn't beat Meat Boy in time.
You still got 3 minutes.
Yeah. I died, so that
Well, I
doesn't
got to
happen
Larry.
often. I'm so sad. I had an Eternal Heart with 1 heart on Womb 2.
Oh,
okay.
Look.
I kill the Womb 2, I get to the next floor and take a pill and it's a health down. And then Guppy brings me to life 8 times, Guppy's collar. It just doesn't let me die. I'm so over that shit. So salty right now.
It's held together by developer tears. Oh.
I'm salty.
I don't mean to imply that software development is easy or anything either. I was just kind of going with a flow of thought.
You are correct. The problem is the ignorance of real-world constraints, I guess. You always want to write code.
I'm not like dissenting in my opinion. I just was curious.
It's like, you know, in Unity, you can go to the asset store and buy like a way to deal with text, for example. You could write it yourself, but it would probably take you a long time if you wanted it to be perfect. And it would be better, but it would take a long time.
And the logical extension then of this idea is asset flips, which have almost nothing new to them.
I would say that is the illogical extension of this, but...
Oh, maybe that's what I meant.
That's like saying, instead of, like, buying a hammer, why don't you just build your own hammer? And then you say, well, why would you even build something with that hammer? Instead, just sell the hammer you bought. You are correct, though. The thing chat is most correct about, if I'm going to meet them halfway, is that I'm talking about software engineering and not computer science, of which I am ignorant.
Woo.
Golf with your friends. You're just giving me this acid dream here.
I got to end 3. I think that was close enough. Logical extension, yes.
The other thing is that sometimes optimized code is less readable, so if you ever leave your job at that company, somebody's gonna take over your job and be like, wow, this guy's such a genius that nobody can ever work with his code again.
That's why it's important to document your code.
See, I would agree with that.
Put notes in there.
Is this a new song? Very true, not true. Very... Anyway, that's how you secure your job. Absolutely true.
Yeah.
Just hope that nobody ever calls you calls your old boss for a reference. All right, I'll make the lobby here. Malf, do you want to join us? I see you in chat.
I went to the restroom and I looked in the mirror and I saw little speckles of gray in my beard that seemed to have sprung up overnight.
Dude, me too.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I hate it.
I'm 28.
I got
and
it
I
on the
those,
sides
so...
of my head. It makes me sick.
It's the worst.
All right.
I don't feel my age, but when you start looking like it and you notice it, you're just like, damn, okay.
On Discord, I'm going to give you the information now.
Okay.
Okay.
I can tolerate that info.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I can't wait to play some player Battlegrounds Unknown.
Me too.
It looks fun, but I'm so bad at it. But you don't need to be good. You just need to be sneaky.
That's what I'm hoping, at least.
Kind of like don't like that whole genre of games, really, but I'll try it.
But why,
It's fun with friends though, and like the whole, I don't. It's more like hide and seek. I feel like.
It's like die and wait is how I see it.
I like it.
It's
I
mostly
tapped a
waiting.
couple of people. It is, but that's why you get a friend to duo with you, and then you just have your banter. And we had some fun banter the other day. Good stuff.
Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
look who it is.
Melf,
Help.
you right?
Oh. I gotcha. You thought I was dying.
I didn't know what you were.
I was very confused.
Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm actually fantastic.
Oh, good.
Is this Golf It or the
Golf
other Golf?
with
with your
your
friends.
friends.
Oh,
But
alright.
Cobalt, if you need a Golf It code, I'll give you one of those. I have a few left over.
I do not have one. I would take.
I kind of see those Battlegrounds games as like the extension of Steam's very competitive golf indie game environment right now. Eventually, one of those Battlegrounds games is going to fight its way to the top by consuming the energy from its lesser companions. And
Is my capture at? Liz.
I don't know.
Liz game. Capture for me. Oh.
is Austin going to join?
What the hell?
I haven't
think
talked to Austin
so.
today.
We got a hard cap on 4 anyway because of golf games, so... Or, sorry, duck game.
Yeah, that's fine.
Malf, you having problems getting into the game here? Or,
Well, it's just the golf it was broken when I went to close it, so I had to force quit. I'm loading up now.
I didn't realize you were a Sith Lord.
I am
What the hell?
Mace Windu.
Yeah, more like Malf.
After.
Shitty.
What does this mean?
Mouth
When the
shit,
hack
dude.
is 10,000 lines and the optimal solution is 10 times that, what do you think gets the program done on time?
Well, they're saying, you know, if the optimal solution is going to take like weeks and weeks of efforts, then, you know, sometimes you're just going to go with whatever works depending on the constraints.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you, Caro and Arita, by the way, for the 7 months resubscription.
Yeah, wait, Mace Windu wasn't a Sith Lord, you poser.
I said after.
Oh,
his
okay.
Run-in with, you know, that guy.
Right,
I don't want to spoil it.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay. There's new ball shapes?
Oh.
Finally.
Is there like a diamond yet?
There's an acorn. What is a bauble? B-A-U-B-L-E?
Bauble, like a
Human.
trinket.
That's what I thought. I thought it was like... It's like a trinket.
I didn't know that had a shape to it specifically. I'd be curious to see, I guess.
I want large balls. Ha ha ha. Be careful what you wish for.
You can get ball implants.
Yeah.
Yes, you
what are
can.
they? What are they called?
I don't
I've
know.
had a
Nu-
conversation
neutrinos?
with you about that.
It comes up in old Quiplash all the time or something.
Why the hell is this not capturing?
I was thinking you could
I've
get an
never had
app
this problem.
and then have Bluetooth nuts, right? Then they'll glow with LEDs, so you can set your color schemes in your app to match your clothes or whatever you're doing, or to sync up with the music on your phone.
It seems actually like extremely makeable, but also like a horrible waste of time.
Whoa. Oh, you can jump, can't you?
Whoa, this is new music!
Please work.
Oh, it's kind of...
Yeah, purple rain.
Mysterious.
galang-galang-galang.
Oh, so close to hole in one. You.
Oh, they're Christmas baubles.
Maybe it's not new music. Wait.
Ah.
Is Cobalt in the...
No, we just
Dude.
started without him for some reason.
I can't get it to capture correctly for some reason.
Have you played this with us before, haven't you?
I
yeah.
have.
Delete the region and remake it, or try turning on that cheat mode.
Here, we'll just be in practice, basically, until you're good to go.
Okay.
I have had
think
this
I got
happen
it.
with one game before where it just wouldn't capture ever again. I don't know what happened there.
I think I got it. I got it.
Let's
Okay,
I had a window capture. I tried every other capture first. I even had it like already captured and was trying to use my old one, and it just wasn't working.
all right.
Oh, mine is broken too.
No, it wasn't showing anything.
It froze and then didn't move.
Well, that was because I just quit the game, I think.
No, my game's showing fine. It's just not streaming.
Yeah, so mine was doing it where it would capture the initial screen, and then it would just be that one picture and not move. It wouldn't do anything new.
Yeah, that's what it did.
All right. It
Yeah.
has it's the same name except it has a 2 at the end.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Malf.
Sorry, guys.
If everybody just used XSplit like civilized people, this wouldn't be an issue.
My life is over.
We're just not civilized is the problem.
How's your player
I think I
unknown
fixed it now.
Battlegrounds experience, Malf?
It was
Oh.
good. I only played the one game, but like I was saying, it's got a certain meatiness to it, right? Like you're really now going
That's what I
back
like
to
to hear.
H1Z1. Just feels too floaty and it's too unrealistic. Like you can't like look around like directly behind you while you're moving. So that's kind of nice.
Do you like how when I asked Mathis how big it was, he says 100 people? I wanted to know the file.
wanted the
I
size.
wanted the file size, and he's like, "I don't know, it's like 100 people." I was like, this guy.
What did you call the name of this?
It's the same name except it has a 2 at the end. It's called Modulo 2
Modulo
Yeah, there it is.
oblongata.
because chat insulted my nerd cred, so I had to give it a slightly nerdy name.
I suck at this game, and I can't wait.
All right, we got 4. All right. Everybody sees like the windmill right now.
Yeah, windmill.
Yeah.
Windmill.
Okay.
Windmill?
Let's go. Oh, what do you call
We've
it?
done it.
Windmill.
Oh,
Mill house.
Oh, this
Fuck,
is
are we
wild.
stars?
We're throwing stars.
Oh, get ready for chat. Hey now.
I don't get it. Okay, this is a pain in the ass already.
I don't even know
You
what
can
my
jump,
name is
though.
right now. I feel like I'm playing that slide game on the boat
slide game on the.
On a
where you
boat?
push the
Oh, the
pucks.
shuffleboard.
Oh, okay.
I want to play a slide guitar.
On
Yeah.
a boat?
Preferably, everything's better on a boat, as far as I'm
And
concerned.
except for motion sickness.
You guys get seasick?
I don't get motion sick.
No,
I
don't.
didn't know I did, but I went on a 12-hour like deep sea fishing thing in San Diego, and I was basically puking overboard for 12 hours.
That
the entire
sounds
time.
horrible.
It was really bad, but I would try it again. Just to see if I could stomach it next time.
Why are you a huge star?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess work ethic and a little bit of luck. You're too kind. Yo, the music is too loud.
We were catching what was it? I think it was yellowtail. Fractured chip.
Delicious.
It was really good. They caught some and we fried it up at the house afterwards. It was really delicious.
Cobalt out in a boat chasing tail.
That's the
puking.
life right there.
I was baiting the water for everybody.
Did any fish come over and eat the puke? And then you ate the fish?
In the water.
I can
like
only hope so.
Audible counts as loud? Well, fine, I'll freaking crank up the music. Careful what you wish for.
Deafen their asses.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking
Make
remove
'em
a
pay.
sense from you. Forever questioning the quality of this show, this is what you fucking get, honestly. Don't ever issue constructive criticism to me ever again.
Oh, it's that blobfish in chat.
Come on. Get the star in the hole.
Yes.
How
Oh,
much are you scooting?
Oh, this is a tough one. Oh, great shot!
Scooting boogie.
I
Need
don't
4
love the
tries.
stars.
What's your problem with the stars? It's just a puck.
They slide weird.
How are you bouncing like that?
Oh, you can
Oh, I
you can
see.
jump with the left click. Oh,
That was naughty. That was
Wait,
pretty good.
collision
Oh,
on. No, you've collision on!
Catch me outside. How about
stop glorifying.
I collisionified him too. Last round. What is that? What was that? He went through the wall.
I've played enough golf with friends in my time. I know the advanced level techniques. Ban Malf from the show. I love when you turn and the entire skybox like makes this pyramid disappear and reappear. You guys have that?
Oh, yeah, I see that. It's exactly at the end of the draw distance, so it has to draw it in dynamically. Oh, shit.
Yeah, these guys could use a little lesson in optimization, am I right?
Dude,
Ah,
I
fucking
jumped the
got
hole
him.
from the start.
Yes. I'll take a paw.
Yep.
Yo.
Think it. This
Chat.
adds a whole new level of craziness.
Oh, you're telling me, dude. Oh, hello.
Nick, I have a question for you guys. We were at the store today to buy eggs.
Okay.
They had the cartoons on a shelf right next to the refrigerated units, but not in them.
The cartons on the shelf.
Yeah, no, it's written cartoons, though.
Jeez.
Hey, could you
Cartoons on a shelf. Oh, yeah.
I'll shoot when these goons shoot.
shoot? Please.
But not in them. The box of eggs has on the side, keep refrigerated after purchase to maintain freshness. I don't know why they weren't in a cooler anyway. Is this just a UK thing, or do you keep them on the shelves too? Yeah, no, the eggs don't have to be in the refrigerator, I've heard.
They don't have to be, but I
We
would
just
like
do
them to
that
be.
for some reason.
I mean, if you want to keep them for an extended period of time, yeah.
That's
What kind of cartoons do you not want to refrigerate?
Jeez.
No!
Oh,
Ah, you almost had that too.
Oh.
I don't think you can bounce off of those very well.
now
Um,
the stars. Yeah.
No.
No, I got greedy.
Depends on the pointy end.
To be refrigerated?
Oh!
Why do our eggs have a different rule?
It's not that they have a different rule. It's just that we eat eggs more slowly, perhaps. He
Why
is.
are some eggs brown and some eggs white?
No! God!
Depends on the
Depends on the
variety
color
of
of the
the-
chicken.
The chicken.
Does that matter? Is that really what it is?
Look.
I figured it was like chicken type.
They're the same
Are there?
eggs.
Yeah,
They're not exactly the same, a different color on them.
I thought they were like different types.
I gotta tell you, if Cobalt, you got a house, right?
Yeah.
Don't
Do you ha-
tell him
No,
to
shut up, Ryan.
raise
It's a private
chickens
conversation.
on his property, please.
Private-
It's
I got my
coming.
fence fixed. $1,900 for one fence side. Screw
Damn.
that. And the thing's like falling over like in certain areas. The rest of the fence is fine.
If you just surround the whole thing with chicken wire, you could probably get that for like $300 at the Home Depot or something.
Yeah, I don't think my neighbors would appreciate chicken wire facing their house though, with chickens clucking in every
No,
morning.
no. But what you do is you give them free eggs, and they're like, well, okay.
Jeez,
Well,
yeah. You've
all
compromised
right.
our property value by like $75,000, but thanks for the $2 a week in eggs.
Chickens are majestic. They're fun, you know. They're goofy.
Fun. They're so dumb.
They're
Unlike
dumb
looking
but
at a big
lovable.
cock
Dumb.
every morning.
You know, they're kind of like a lovable, like dumb dog that just doesn't know up from down. You're like, but I still love you, Bowser.
What's
Yeah.
up, dog?
Yeah. Not much. It's up to you.
Oh, the lip doesn't
I-
exist.
I don't think I can make this jump without overshooting it.
Oh, are you kidding me?
It just goes over it.
Come on.
You can make it, but you got to adjust your thinking.
Oh, Mr. Mushroom readjusts.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Where's the hole?
It's that flag at the end of this, like,
Oh no.
and this big leaper here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it's-
jeez, this is.
Stars are stupid.
Oh,
stuff.
finally.
Fruit, chickens smell like shit.
I've heard that.
That's sad. Why don't you wash it?
I mean, it's a You gotta catch it first.
My
People
dad
train.
owns chickens, and they are the most annoying thing to take care of, and they cost
No.
more than just buying the eggs at the store.
Okay. No. Here.
Time?
What? No. I bought 6 chickens, each for $1.50.
What?
Okay.
Where?
Did not.
From a herderite colony. we
Wait, what?
Oh,
A
what?
herderite colony?
Colony?
I'm pretty sure I've told this story on the NLSS before. They're kind of like, it's like you go in there, there's a few houses, buildings, and a church. Everything is white, even the van. They raise chickens and pigs. And this guy
What about the eggs,
would-
though?
I drove up in my devil's dick red Volvo, and like they're all dressed up in these like old ass.
Wait. So your premise here is that they probably didn't like you because your car was red.
Like,
That's
I'm-
why you mention it here.
like the devil's dick.
Like,
I'm-
it is
it
not
was-
red like the devil's dick, by the way. It's like a candy
Well-
apple red. It's not like a freaking Ferrari
Candy ass
Testarossa
red.
or something.
You're
Okay,
candy-ass
yes.
red.
I'm sorry.
But
I've
so we
crushed
we
your
get up
moment
there,
accidentally.
and then I parked the car because we gotta wait for them all to get to the church. Because Joe was in the church, and he was the one who
Who's
we
Joe?
talked on the phone with. Joe's the guy.
They have a phone?
From the phone, yeah, we called him up. We're like, you got chickens?
I thought they were like
And-
Amish.
they're herder
Well,
rights,
they're
not
herder
Amish.
right.
How are they affording the phone bill if they're selling their chickens for $1.50?
That's the thing though, they're not like, they don't sell chickens as their business, but when we
If the
call
price
them,
is
we buy
right,
some-
you know.
when we buy some chickens, and we're
Everyone's
like,
got
well,
their price.
Everything has its price. Exactly.
exactly. So we get there, and then finally they get at a church, and like all the ladies were like spying on us through the one building because I really don't think they trusted us. And then Joe just gets in the back of my car, and we drive over to the hen house, and then he just asks how much we want, and he hands me some chickens. And then we
You
put
don't
them in
just
a
hand a
box.
chicken over.
Like, wait, how
No,
did you drive
there's
them
a
back?
picture of me just holding 2 chickens.
Do you just have them in the back seat when you drove back?
No, we put them in a box in my trunk.
Oh,
What a ridiculous story.
Well, that's though the chickens they got out of the cages. They got a whole backyard. They went around. They pecked and all or scratched as they call it. They've got all the grubs. We fed them leftovers. Chicken feed, a whole bag, like a 50-pound bag, $12.
Oh, that's
Okay.
amazing.
oh,
Wish
so-
I could eat for that price.
When we got home, you know, Joe's wife, Loretta, was like, you sold them 4 chickens for $6? It's not even enough to pay for the gas that we used to
Yeah.
get to the hen house.
Did you find out if Joe's okay?
Yeah, Joe got divorced after that.
Oh,
I gotta
She
tell you-
took $3 out of his net worth after the proceedings finished.
I hate this hole. Ah! I think that's a million strokes.
no.
How many strokes? How do you know what's the max strokes a hole?
It's always 12.
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah,
Although
I don't
real-
like being flat.
yeah, the puck makes it a little difficult.
Huh.
Can somebody,
Someone in my
like,
chat just says, no way that's true.
could somebody Google, like, the going rate for a chicken? Because I'm not disagreeing that they're cheap, but I think you got a bargain.
No, I know I got a bargain.
Like, these people
Stan-
have not heard of what things cost in today's day and age.
Stan had chickens prior to that. That was one of the reasons why I was so down with getting them, because at least I knew he knew what he was getting into. And I think he paid like 10 or 15 bucks for it was a different breed, but you know, still,
Who
whatever.
is Stan?
Yeah, you have like a whole other crew.
Oh, he's
that's
the guy. He's the
your
guy who
chicken
lived with
crew.
the 6'5" Polish dude who like fucks shit up. You know. I'm pretty
Alright,
sure
I didn't know
talked
how you were
about
gonna
him.
end that statement, but fuck shit up is fine.
Like he could go shoulder to shoulder with Austin. I'll tell you how much.
Ooh, down the throat. Oh.
He's a wild dude. He's the one that he'd hook up his laptop to his guitar
Dick?
amplifier
Oh.
and play live music from YouTube in it. So the sound quality was, as you would imagine, amazing. And he'd be playing it at 3 or 4 in the morning on a weeknight. So I'd have to log into the router and like temporarily ban YouTube just to get him to stop and like not murder me. Because he'd be like 7 Erdingers in, and he was like, I don't want to talk to this guy.
Oh.
Hey, how's Stan doing these days?
He's fine. He's at the head office
Oh,
right
good.
now until we get another another project.
8 Erdingers deep. Such a good expression.
It's his favorite beer, though. It's
The Erdinger Dunkel.
yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a classic. Did anybody
Just
finish
free me
this
from
hole,
this.
by the way?
I
No,
just finished
free
it
me.
in
You finished?
I think I
That's
did.
amazing.
It
I
was
can't even
not
get through the first shot.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, I got it
that's
in
a rough
6.
one.
Apparently, chicks are $1 to $5, and adults are $15 to $25 most of the time.
That's
You
what
got
they're
like
telling me in chat.
90% off, dude. That's a great deal.
Yeah. And the thing is, these ones, this variety, 'cause I don't think all varieties are.
I think we
whatever,
call them
the same
species, but
species,
you know,
races, breeds.
I don't think we
you
call them races. I think we call them species. I'm pretty sure it's just species.
But we would get 1 egg like clockwork a day from all 6. So
Right.
in
yeah.
2 days we'd have a whole carton.
It's
and
paid for itself in approximately 12 hours.
I've heard of clockwork
literally-
oranges. I've never heard of clockwork eggs.
No, well, Nick, we got the yolks to be orange. If you feed them good protein, just like really rich, and that you can see the shell quality gets nice and thick and hard, and the yolk.
Wait just a minute.
Are you
Can
gonna
you change
eat them
the colors?
eventually?
No, this was a few years ago. The coyotes got to them. in
Oh,
November.
God.
Oh, the coyotes.
Was that
We
like a
moved
really
them-
tragic morning?
We have foxes here.
It was kind of like it was good that it happened because in December, that's when like we were leaving the
Mm.
project, and you know, we weren't gonna bring chickens on a flight back to Toronto, so
Right, yeah.
we're just like, oh, maybe one of the farmers nearby or somebody like just wants them. But then we went into the little stable barn thingy, and there was just blood everywhere, and we're like, well, you know, circle of life, right?
Wow.
I could just see you in the barn with blood everywhere, just with your hands next to your shoulders, like, oh, what are you gonna do?
It's a great story.
Yeah.
So, were you saying that you could change the color of the yolks any way you want?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I do know that I was watching this one cooking show on Netflix, and they were saying you can even get a yolk to be almost like red if you feed them certain varieties of
that's-
peppers and stuff.
It's not quite what I'm after.
But I mean, you can influence it for sure, because you can get them, you know, a high in protein diet. They'll get more like a
Right.
nice orangish color, and then if they eat enough of red peppers, they'll get red. And this is an interesting fact: birds, the spice, the what you call it, the capsaicin,
Capsaicin.
yeah, doesn't affect them.
Mm.
Like,
Oh, so they
So-
could eat like a ghost pepper and not care.
You make
Yeah.
spicy eggs.
exactly.
Huh.
So I read this book when I was a kid,
Taste
and it
different,
was
though.
about a certain colored egg, and I've always wanted to try, but I've never been able to partake.
Hey,
I
can
want
you guys
some green eggs.
The green eggs, yeah, and
Right.
ham. Sam, I am.
Apparently,
Yeah, no, I took that very seriously.
for some reason, I was still on stroke 1 because you guys have been knocking me around for a minute.
Oh, shouldn't have jumped there.
He's gonna make it. Oh!
I fell.
You would try
Yeah.
green eggs. Everyone would try it.
I just
Purple
don't
ketchup.
care.
It probably tastes just the same.
Oh fudge! God, Chewbacca, he's done it!
Actually, yeah. I wonder
No!
if you fed them a diet exclusively of green peppers.
It must be tried.
That's like no man should play God.
Can we simulate that somehow in some electronic form to find out if chickens will eat peppers?
I mean, you could electronic form.
Final.
Yeah, I
Why
want
don't
like
you
a
just
chicken
cut
simulation.
up a little green pepper and give it to a chicken.
I don't
Chickens
own a
will eat
chicken.
anything. I put out guac,
Oh.
day old guac, and they drink it up. And literally any
It's 'cause
food,
they're
we're
stupid.
like,
We
this
don't
isn't
vaccinate
quite-
our chickens?
huh?
The hell?
Sometimes.
All right.
I mean, like KFC, they might vaccinate their chickens. A&W,
Yeah, we can do
no
that.
vaccines, no antibiotics, I believe.
Can you put sheet metal in there and the chickens will eat up sheet metal?
Well,
I wonder if they'll
no.
eat human flesh.
Mm.
Definitely.
Yeah,
got a
they
point
would.
there.
They would.
You
Rob
think it's,
would.
like guaranteed.
Literally
Hmm.
anything that we had in the fridge, and we're like, throw it out. No, just like put it on the ground. Chickens will eat it.
Yeah, but then
If
you're
there's a-
eating the egg. So you're eating a
Yeah.
bunch of like garbage eggs.
It wasn't
Well,
like
I'm
the food
flavors.
was bad. It's just, you know.
It just smelled like trash and tasted like trash.
it's- Oh my
Must be
god.
trash.
No, let it go, let it go.
Let it go. It'll come back.
No, too
Don't,
late.
don't go. Oh, you guys, you get too greedy.
I'm not greedy.
If
I'm
you,
waiting for players to spawn.
yeah, just let the thing spin up for a minute.
This one
there.
takes ages to start up, so does
The
Hot
thing is, you
Haunted
can't
Hotel.
get greedy and be like, oh, it's got like the crash thing. I'm gonna click off the screen because then it'll close the program on you.
Oof.
Chad is asking.
All right, I'm gonna make another lobby because I hate you.
Okay. We didn't
Big
feed
leap.
them eggs, but sometimes you go into like, if like an egg broke, you say you dropped one, or one of the eggs is broken from them like just trampling on it or some shit. They eat it. It's like their catnip.
Chickens will eat KFC, Cobalt Streak.
That's
I
weird.
believe that.
Oh.
Yep.
All right, same lobby name except it has a 3 at the end.
It's good to keep count of them.
You know, this is how you name your variables anyway.
I name mine like FD, FG,
Yeah,
H, H,
Never,
H, H.
never actually do that though because like,
Whatever my fingers find on the keyboard that day.
you should feed them leftover eggshells. It gives them calcium. I believe
Yep.
that. I mean, why not?
Yep.
Like, if we could eat our own shit and get nutrition out of it, why not? Right?
You can.
I mean, maybe you can.
once
People drink
a
their
week,
own pee for some reason. I think that's why.
Once a week, we'd give them we get a cheap no-name brand can of tuna,
Nice.
and they love that. And again, it's good protein for them. So the next days, you'd be like, oh, these eggs.
Are we trying to jump this or go down the Candy River over here?
Jump it.
Yeah, you gotta jump it.
Oh,
This is not a Candy River situation, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Actually, it's more like a human eating a placenta, which some people do. Yeah, I mean, that's true.
I put it on a hot dog bun.
You can order placentas online.
Really? Now that's
Really?
a topic of conversation that I was not expecting to go down.
Do they put it in like one of those vacuum?
It's gotta
sealed
be a
packs?
vacuum sealed bag.
Our government has some
Yeah.
issues with placentas in certain
They
contexts.
bought one of the Kardashians,
Okay.
I
and
wanna.
then they pretended to serve it, cook it up and serve it to their family.
As
Not even lying.
long as I could, like, if it came with like a picture and a biography of who it came from.
Yeah,
Like
that would make
Waka
it so
beef?
much better tasting.
You know, if you really wanted to like fuck with somebody, you should like freeze the placenta, like when they're born, but then eat it when they're an adult, and then you could phone them up and be
Oh.
like, "Hey, guess what I'm having right now? Your placenta."
Well,
Well,
it
te-
would be
serve
like
it-
a wedding cake. You're supposed to save the last slice for a year and then have it on your anniversary.
yeah, there
No,
you go.
No, they've got their sweet 16, and all their friends are over.
Quinceañera.
Or make the boyfriend eat it.
You buy them a new car, but to give them the keys, they got to eat their own placenta.
The keys are
fucked.
inside
The
of
keys
the.
are in the
In the
It's a placenta cake.
You wanna play a game?
Okay, I have a grocery story.
Ooh.
Grocery store story.
All right.
Grocery store story.
I get it. Yeah. Let's do
I
it.
don't like saying that. Tell me if this sounds weird to you guys. Out in the front where you come in, like before you've gotten in the doors in that like little display area where
Okay,
they put
yeah.
like the old bakery stuff.
Sodas and okay.
Just like the impulse buy, like you're coming in, you look at this.
Yeah.
They had, it looked like leftover old hamburger buns with a single stripe of like shitty frosting on top of it.
Yeah. That sounds like basically the worst thing ever.
Should that be allowed to exist? 'Cause
Oh,
I don't
okay,
think it should.
That's tough.
You caught him between days. Caught him on a bad day.
As-
I've never seen that in existence before until today.
As an aside, did you see the Reddit post where the dude was like, "Check out my school lunch today," and it was 6 chicken nuggets on a hot dog bun?
That's not a bad idea.
That's the worst of all ideas.
But
Like
like,
condiments to even that one out.
what if it's like artisanal bread though?
It was
it's
not
a
artisanal bread.
bonus.
That was. It
You'd have
was
to double
6.
stack them.
It was
Hey, no,
6
but
chicken
now you don't
nuggets
need
on
to-
a hot dog bun.
You don't need to dip them. You just put the dip on the bread, and it's good to go. You ever try to eat nuggets on the go? You got one hand holding a box full of nuggets, and the other hand you got a bunch of
Pocket
dips.
full of shells. Yeah, no, it's really complicated as you're carrying your briefcase to your very important adult job to try to eat and dip chicken nuggets at the same time.
What if I worked at McDonald's though? That wouldn't be so.
Well, yeah, they probably encourage it, right?
Yeah.
Is what I described what a hot cross bun is? Because I've never seen a hot cross bun in life.
That's just a bun with the X on it, right on the top.
Yeah, I thought it
Also
was.
a
I thought it was
song.
like a savory bun.
Hot cross buns.
This just had like one stripe in the middle of the hot hamburger bun.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't either.
I think
I
it
almost
sounds-
wanted to slam the whole thing on the ground.
Well,
But I
that's too
didn't.
far. Like somebody
Yeah,
might
'cause
be
that's
into
too
those.
far.
Everyone's out of control. Musical sounds. It's a good
My
song.
pleasure.
Hot cross buns are a real thing? Yeah, I guess.
No, I know they're real. I just don't know what they are.
That's one of those things that, like, the consumption and knowledge of hot cross buns, they're gonna die out in like 20 years, right? As everybody who's ever consumed one passes on to the next realm.
No, it lives on in the recorder song though. In
Oh.
elementary
Right, that's
schools.
true. They're gonna have
That's
to,
what this is.
you know, they're gonna have to make that song like modernized in the future. I was thinking
Hot cross buns.
well, not
Hot
like
bun,
that.
baby.
I do like that, but I was thinking more like chicken nugs. Sweet and sour chicken nugs. And then there you go. Problem solved.
That's it.
Well, so this is what those were, only they just have one less line.
So these are like hotter crosser
Hot.
buns.
Hot line buns.
Oh.
They weren't hot either. They looked old.
Yeah, I don't like buying pastries at the grocery store. They're always like gummy and stale in my experience.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to get some extra money out of some old shit they were going to throw out. Just put some icing on those things and sell them.
Mr. Donut Hole. Open wide. Yep.
Thumbs wide
Oh,
open.
yeah.
Dude, it is not safe, that donut hole.
Man.
Don't trust it. Oh, Candy Mountain.
Go to a
Don't
real
even-
bakery.
don't
Oh
know.
yeah, why don't I just go to Europe and go
What?
to a real bakery? In America,
No,
we
we're-
don't have real bakeries anymore.
We're opening up BRD. Bird.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Bird.
Shysta.
Waiting for Mark Cuban to return my beeps.
I love Mark Cuban.
Yeah, me too.
Shark Tank, baby.
He might run for president.
Yeah, well,
No.
Kevin O'Leary could kick his ass.
Hell yeah.
Kevin O'Leary is not an American citizen.
Thank God for that. Just one of the things I like about him the most, honestly. Great hair, great attitude, and he's from the
He's
great
got a
country.
witchy nose. So you ever look at his nose? It's kind of got that little witch.
That's
He's a
another
character.
positive as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
It's a new drink, guys. I'm trying to quit the Red Bull energy drink stuff. It's
Oh,
over
I
the
just
coffee.
literally took a swig of Red Bull as you said that.
What you drinking there? What you drinking?
I got Cafe Vanilla Madrinas, actually.
Oh, okay.
The best flavor of Madrinas.
It's so good. It's got
Oh,
me
those were
really
the days.
hyped up on the caffeine.
I drank way too many Madrinas when they were sending them to me.
So good.
I
Man,
started going on 2 cans a day, and it's like these are 2 servings each can. I was having like 4 servings of coffee.
It's actually like
Yeah.
700 calories of flavored
if
coffee.
you drink the black one though, they're calorie free. They're 0 calories,
Mm-hmm.
and you can put your own creamer in them if you want. Drink a
Then
little bit.
it's not 0 calories, though.
No, but it's still not as bad
Probably true.
as like the regular sugary one.
Oh, a shot.
It's still not as bad as a Red Bull with all the chemicals either. I
just
can't
like
get the Magic
flavor of Red
Mountain
Bull.
over here.
I finally made it. Oh, please.
Red Bull makes my liver hurt,
See,
unfortunately.
that's probably a great reason to quit.
Wait, but like not in a good way, because I kind of like that feeling.
Okay,
No,
this
not in a
is-
good way.
No. You've only got one liver.
It gives you this like kind of warm, tingly feeling, like in your abdomen.
That's not where
Mine's
your
more of
liver is.
like, hi, I'm your liver and I'm unhappy.
Yeah, that doesn't seem
Mm.
good.
It's like, I feel like you're putting strain on me right now, bro, and I don't appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it's like there's something going on, and it's like you're more in tune with your body, which I kind of like.
Yeah, but like, I think that's bad, man.
Yeah. You're having an out-of-body experience. You're like half dead.
You should never be able to feel your internal organs, except for like the 60% of your dick that's still, shoved up in your lower abdomen, I think.
Waha. Yeah. Your Tweedledee.
That's what I call it.
Whew, whew. Hill. Ooh, momentum.
I actually,
It's rolling, dude.
for like what was that camera? For like 5 years, I thought that Red Bull made me feel weird, and then I realized that the only time I actually drank Red Bull was when I was so tired that I was willing to poison myself a little bit. So I was like, man, this Red Bull has me feeling like a little, like slightly nauseous and a little shaky. And then I was like, oh.
Really, I don't get nauseous
lack
or
of
shaky.
sleep.
no.
Well,
instead.
it's only because I'm having the Red Bulls every time after I've only had
Oh.
like 90 minutes of sleep for a whole night.
I know that exact feeling. Yeah, you're kind of shaky. You're a little bit out of it, and you're just like, you're on this weird high, but it sucks too.
Yeah, dude.
It's like a low,
Exactly. Hell yeah.
more than a high, if you think about it.
I was watching a documentary about the guys that made Acid, the Orange Sunshine or whatever.
What's
Sodium-
that movie called?
some documentary that's on Netflix. I think it's called like Sunshine Makers or something like that.
Okay.
And it's by like the guys that originally started making it, and they're talking about how like it was waking up people in society to question the government for the first time, and that's why they shut it down and all this stuff. I was like, this is a lot of information that probably is a little skewed here.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. I like watching those kind of things.
I feel like, you know, anyone who's done psychedelics is like, you gotta do them once. And I'm like, I get where you're coming from on that. But what if you're only saying that because you've already done it? Like, what if there's some kind of like psychological pyramid scheme there? Where you're like,
Of course there
Right.
is.
you know, now that you've done it, you get more value if you can talk about it with me. But maybe before you did it, you're like, I don't know, I'm on the fence.
I read that the government wanted to suppress LSD usage because it actually has the capacity to heal our brains.
Okay, that actually sounds like I hate that. I hate that sentence. I hate everything about what you just said.
Yeah, that one hurt my brain.
But didn't there was like some scientists and shit that did some breakthrough work while high on LSD, and they're like, oh, I couldn't have discovered this theorem on
Yeah,
not.
it's supposed to free your mind or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, that one guy in Major League Baseball pitched a no-hitter on LSD.
That's
I was
true.
so angry. I thought it was funny.
I watched
That's-
that documentary too.
Oh, there we go.
Which hole?
Aw.
One of my
Oh.
friends got a 90 on his essay because he wrote it while he was on speed. Well, I mean, he probably got a
Speed's so
90
different.
because it was decent.
Good essay.
Yeah, exactly.
I,
I don't think
Bunch
this.
of Adderall one time before my ACT, and I did really well on it actually. And I didn't sleep but 3 hours the night before.
That makes
Popped
sense.
2 of my Adderalls. I was prescribed to it though for ADHD, but it really made you laser focused.
I believe that.
Wish I was more like a laser. I
I
love
could
lasers.
literally burn holes in things with my mind. I felt like on that shit. If I stared at it long enough.
Did you try to do that or no?
I've done it with a magnifying glass.
No, with your mind though.
No, I have tried before. I feel like everybody has kind of
Yeah,
tried
like,
something like that in the
You
private
gotta
time.
try
Hole
it.
in one!
Congrats.
That's
If you're the
nice.
first one with like awesome ass psychic powers, you want to be the one to tell everybody.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Try to move a spoon or something. Everybody tried it after they saw Star Wars a little bit.
This guy has a 26-stroke lead on me right now.
Oh,
Malf.
oh.
He's a god.
I
Yeah.
thought I was playing shitty, to be honest.
Oh, that makes me feel fantastic.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, too much.
Where the hell am I? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna follow Rock Lee.
The
I really
inventor,
like that they put pipes there. That's very nice because it lets the water go through.
the inventor of the polymerase chain reaction credited LSD with his discovery. But I'm like, that guy is an obvious genius. But at the same time, I feel like you're ignoring like all of the diligent education and lab work that you did. Cause like Timothy Leary didn't discover the polymerase chain reaction. It's not like he took LSD and then was like, I get it. It would had to
Maybe
be somebody that had experience in an education. Cobalt, how are you gonna get out of this
so
bucket of syrup?
No,
think
wait,
what
wait,
they-
hold on, Cobalt. You want to
thing is-
move it up a few feet and then ramp off. You're coming in at the wrong angle.
Oh yeah, I'm always coming at the wrong angle.
Press 1 if you've ever taken DMX.
Yeah,
One.
I've had a little taste of that myself.
I took it and then I was like, y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
It
Oh,
did make me
yeah?
lose my mind.
Isn't that guy in jail right now? He's in jail.
He's been in jail. I don't know if he's still in jail.
I believe there is a website where the URL is actually is DMX in jail right now. And I'm not even just making a joke. That joke is too clever for me. You can't handle my strongest joke, etc., etc. But oh, we can't jump. That's right.
Thank you, Lyrelia.
Yeah, where's the hole?
Whoa, there's
Oh.
a pit in the middle.
The only drug I take is LCD sound system. Okay.
Oh, we gotta go in the funnel.
Trixie. I've
It's
never
a
played
funnel
this one
'cause
before.
It's so fun. Oh no.
You have to go in the funnel.
It's a funnel because it's so fun.
He is not in jail.
Wait, why would you have to go in the funnel?
Because it's fun.
This looks like that dude's earwax thing from Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Remember,
it
there's
does.
like that Civil War
gramophone?
general, and he like turns, he turns the gramophone, gramophone
The Kelsey
upside
Grandma's
down.
phone.
The Niles
He
phone.
does.
Oh, fuck, here we
What?
go.
Yep. With a ripe age of 31, chat. So ripe.
So
Or-
fertile.
Very fertile. At least for another few years. We'll
You
see.
gotta get that tea paste.
He's so
No, not the wrapper. The stuff you put on your taint.
Is that where it goes?
I don't know actually what you do. I think you might have to put it in your armpit.
Oh, they rattled me.
Does anyone know where you put the tea paste?
Maybe it goes directly inside.
Apply directly to your forehead.
Oh no,
After that's
it's
a-
slightly too far. I'm in the devil's
together.
eye. I did not see Wild Wild West in
Oh,
theaters.
yes.
I won't speak for anybody
I
else.
did.
You saw Wild Wild West in theaters.
It was a 6th grade birthday party.
Nice.
Oh, hells yeah.
Yep. Easy to remember for that.
I never went to a movie theater for a birthday party.
No?
Really?
Yeah,
I know
but-
that is rare. I mentioned it because I thought it was noteworthy. I went bowling
Yeah.
for certain, laser tag
Bowling.
a couple times at least.
McDonald's.
Laser tag.
Laser tag!
Definitely, I
Football's the world champion.
had some McDonald's
yeah.
birthday parties back in my day. Pizza Hut.
McDonald's.
Yeah, when
Chuck
you-
E. Cheese?
Well, when you're in like 2nd grade, at least back when we were kids, they were like, just take like 10 of their friends to McDonald's, and that's like a little birthday party.
Happy Meals and then
Okay.
Playland or whatever.
Yeah, they
Get
used
those
to.
Sundays.
They used to have that like that little McDonald's movie. They'd take you into like the back room and show you this movie.
No, they
shit.
didn't.
I don't remember
It was-
that.
Because Grimace lost his pocket, man, and they'd show you the movie, and then they showed Seven right after, and because they're like, "Oh, it's your 7th birthday. I got the perfect thing to show you," and that explains it right now.
Don't go in the back room with the McDonald's employees.
Wait, that was the whole course?
That was the whole course.
Yeah, you got into it, right?
What?
Yeah, of
That
course
was
you
actually
did.
the 18-hole course.
Huh.
We'll be playing that game now. See you in 3 minutes.
Anil didn't get diddled.
I didn't get diddled. I was gonna say to the best of my knowledge, but that just adds like
You
a
should probably
really,
know.
it really adds like an uncomfortable layer to it that I didn't mean to.
In the lair?
The back
The
layer,
diddle layer.
yeah, of the McDonald's. Yo, nobody else watched that movie where Grimace lost his pocket?
I've heard
the
of
one
it, but I didn't watch it.
And then
Grimace
it
lost his
I mean,
virginity.
this doesn't make the.
Isn't he a dog?
No, Grimace is like a.
Grimace
weird
is like a purple
monster.
triangle.
He's like a
Yeah.
no. He's more like a purple pear.
But then at the end of the movie where Grimace loses his pocket, he's like, "Oh, I didn't actually lose it. It was in my pants the whole time."
What an idiot.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that it had like a great twist as far as movies go. He's a purple chicken nugget?
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
okay.
actually makes
Kinda
sense.
looks like that, I guess.
He does. Ooh,
Kinda.
I got unlocks
Why would
somehow.
you make him purple, though, of all colors?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can't make him brown because then it's like there's an uncomfortable
pile of
connotation. Well, first off, yeah, he looks like shit, and secondly, it's like the kids are gonna eat him, right?
Oh man, I haven't played this
Alright.
game in forever. It feels so weird.
All right, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in a
Every time I start this game up, I think it's the mindless self-indulgence mix of Tom Sawyer for like 5 seconds.
I haven't played this game in a minute.
Still fun. I'm never gonna get bored of this one.
Yeah.
I wish they just kept adding more stuff to it, but it's good the way it is. And you can't develop every game forever. Eventually, you gotta hit a limit.
Mm-hmm. Being able to have people make their own maps is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I
I'm gonna
join
send you
again?
invites.
Oh right, okay.
I pre-ordered this thing today that I feel like you guys might be interested in. It's an Elgato product, which I know is already a questionable purchase, but
I've seen it.
oh, okay, so you know what I'm about to say. The pad with the buttons on it.
Yeah, that you can program to do different things.
Yeah, I thought that looked awesome. Like, I know you can get LCD keyboard shortcut things, but I like the way that it had like software solutions integrated into it.
Yeah, it looks pretty
So-
neat.
Like, I love the idea of being able to hit a button that like makes a GIF go off if I want.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Pretty handy. And then I can set it up so it's got different screen regions set to each thing, and like I can see what they are and I don't forget.
That'd definitely help out if you want to go that extra step for production value,
Yeah.
or just want to make it look
Get a
better.
Raspberry Pi and then put it on a board and get some buttons, down at the local arcade supply depot.
I guess, there's plenty of other ways to do it. You're right. I thought it was kind of cool that you could just get it all together and it's got a little stand. Doesn't come out until May anyway, so something to look forward to. Turn on. Oh, there we go.
Topic: Ryan Stinks, Don't Tell Him by Michael A. L. Fox 1 minute
What?
ago.
Luke, you're setting me up. Come on, dude.
That was really good, bad acting. Because I know your acting is better than that, so you had to deliberately make yourself act bad in order to get the joke across, and that's very impressive.
Thank you.
Aha!
The device I'm talking about is $150.
Still cheaper than
Which
a
is-
TriCaster.
Pretty expensive, but also I figured would be useful and I can write it off of my taxes.
I mean, a TriCaster is like
Can you stop shooting for a second?
TriCaster is like $15,000, so...
It's not, huh? Alright.
We'll get one. It's fine. We'll pull our money together. We can timeshare it.
That's a good
We can do that with the Steam account too.
I legit have no idea what Raspberry Pi is. It's a weird name
Pi.
for it's a motherboard with a computer chip on it, and CPU. And they're cheap as shit.
What are you doing there, Hamburger Man?
Wait, I gotta remember how to play this, so don't shoot me.
NL, do you wish that humans could hibernate? You know what? Why not? Give me some reasons why that would be bad. I believe that there are
You miss a bunch of your life?
not if you're hibernating, just expand your lifespan by slowing down your
Yeah.
metabolic processes.
Do bears live like 200 years? I don't think they do.
But if bears didn't hibernate, would they live longer or shorter? Oh, come on.
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
they're just regular years for a bear.
I don't think
Oh!
so, dude. I don't think so, dude. Society would fall
no.
apart? Well, we just have
You'd
to have
miss
rules.
your friend.
No, not if your friends are hibernating too.
What if they hibernate on different schedules? It would be like us when we stream.
That's a good point. You're making a good case for this being a good idea, to be honest with you. Oh, fudge. Oh!
Is that how it is?
I was just saying, like, some people, you could only have, like, 5% of the population hibernating at any given day. The economy would crash? How so, though? Oh,
Yes!
that was
the
I went to
layup.
jump over it and went right into it.
That was nice.
Bears
like it.
immortal when they hibernate.
Yeah, do you think
Oh,
a bear
no.
has ever died while hibernating? That's gotta suck.
Never.
Um,
They're invincible when they're hibernating. Yeah.
Look, that's not what I'm suggesting.
yeah. Probably got some
Oh, just kind of waited that one out.
Back to it. Suck with that thing.
I mean, we already
Like a
sleep
virgin.
for 8 hours a night.
Which is stupid.
It is dumb. Like, if you were designing humans, you would never give them that.
Why is no one working on a solution to sleep?
Well, we talked about
just don't
Adderall
sleep as
earlier.
long.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying like corporations want the most productivity possible. They're thinking about ways we can have sex on our lunch breaks, but they're not considering just make us sleep less.
But Malf also gets like 3 hours of
Oops.
sleep a night, and he's still like alive.
Mal's
Didn't
an
wait for my
exceptional
win.
human being.
Well, it takes many
I don't
years
get
of
how people do
extensive
that.
training,
Yeah, I think,
Yeah, you gotta stand up.
I think the jury's still out. Like, I'm a little worried about what's gonna happen when you're like, 40, but
Dude,
for now
no,
it
no,
seems
no,
to be
it's-
working out.
Singularity. I'm gonna have a
Oh,
machine body by
right.
then.
I forgot about that.
Then I'll never sleep.
That's fair.
Thanks,
3
Rumble
hours.
Muffin, for the 26 months.
What do you do the rest of the time?
You know, work on projects, watch movies. You know.
Okay.
You realize we need to sleep to survive, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we need a solution to that. So we
Yeah.
don't need to sleep to survive.
Let your brain sleep, but your consciousness work. I don't know.
Let your
You know,
brain
it's
sleep.
the city that never sleeps, only
But-
they actually do.
Let your bodies
Tell them.
hit the floor.
Right,
let's
that's
not
how
do
you
that.
know that you're not taking your medication.
Why did Malf say project like that? It does have it has an
What,
implication
project
the
or
way you
project?
said. You were like, well,
Not the Nets!
maybe they're talking about your pronunciation. I was talking more about the idea that when you say, you know, work on projects, it's very scary.
Oh. No, I've been getting back into.
Oh!
I've gotten back into web design recently,
Nice.
so I've been spending some time to brush up on stuff, and just it feels good, man. It feels good.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
But I like sleep. Well, the thing is, if you take this medication, you won't like it anymore. You'll feel like it's the wrong thing to do. You'll feel much more comfortable just staying up and doing work or hanging out and doing stuff.
yeah.
Why is having sex during lunch a productivity thing? Because they realize that people that feel like their sex drive is being nurtured, they actually have a more productive outlook and a more positive outlook for the rest of their workday. So some bosses now are trying to schedule in like a sex break into the workday,
Hell
This
yeah.
sounds like
which I think is a great idea, really.
this sounds like extremely fake news.
No, it's real news.
Yeah, but is it though?
Yeah.
What's the website that you saw?
No,
it on?
it's real. I'll just say that.
But like, what's the?
Can't-
who's
I read
the-
it on my
Who's the
RSS
website?
feed like a month ago. I don't remember.
Who's the source? though?
NSWW or whatever. Not safe for work.
Is realnews.biz or something.
It's not fake news. Sad.
I think it might be fake news. Sad.
It's not sad.
Oh, hey, whoa, guys, you all want to pitch in and we'll start up a chicken farm?
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'll buy your first 10 chickens for you. That should be enough to get started, right? $15
Yeah.
coming your way. I don't know. It's gonna have to talk to my accountant. But it's really a business investment. So.
No, it's so worth it. It's so cheap to feed, and the eggs.
Oh
It's
no.
not fake news. Sad.
Oh. Free wins. I'm the fire starter.
The original fire starter.
I'm a fire starter.
I love
Fantastic
when
fire starter.
probably my favorite Sean Connery song. I'm a fire starter.
Stings, don't it?
I just
Ooh, cute.
found it on Fortune. I mean, Fortune sounds like a real news outlet.
You try it.
Oh fuck! He's a god! He's a god!
It's not fake news. Sad.
That scared the shit out of me.
Not 4chan. Fortune magazine.
Wow.
Fortune magazine.
Fortune.
It's on the Fortune 500. It's been a
So
magazine.
salty that Northern Lion could still be in 30 or Forbes 30 before
No!
30 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I keep looking at 30 under 30, and I'm like, maybe they put me in it and didn't tell me about it, even though everybody else has their picture here. But it seems like that's not really the case. I got a couple years, though. Oh, wow. That was brutal.
Yeah.
You know,
Little Jim gun.
National Enquirer has been a magazine for like 60 years. That doesn't make it real. Oh, he's a god! Oh, what in the world?
I don't know. I don't even know. It's the heart bandage.
It's amazing.
I gotta get good.
What?
No, get back. Hey.
What?
No, no.
Oh, I wanted it so bad.
Hit me,
Don't take my hard head. Good luck.
No. Hey.
Where could he be? I wonder where he is.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah, you got it. You got it.
My lab partner is in 30 under 30. That's pretty amazing. Like genuinely
Gee.
pretty amazing.
Oh,
Get him to
quick
give you
draw.
some money.
It's not like 30 richest people. It's like 30 people doing cool things under 30.
Are they all Elon
What's
Musk?
cooler than being
Yeah,
rich?
some shit
though?
like that.
What's cooler than being rich? That's a good point,
Wow.
actually.
Being really rich.
This is a Nick map, isn't it? No.
Oh, oh no!
Yeah, it is. It says at the beginning when they're mine.
Ah.
Oh, I'm on freaking fire. Oh, but the water killed me. Oh.
I love that map.
Ah!
Why don't you guys play 4-player
We kill each
Battlegrounds?
other.
I mean, we might like next week. We'll
I
see.
don't
Yeah,
have
they
it.
weren't prepared. They weren't prepared.
I was prepared.
Malf was
I also
prepared.
don't really want to pay $30 for a game I don't really want to play.
But Nick, it's more immersive. You'll like, if anything,
I think
you'll
it's,
like it
it's the
more
best
than
one.
one. Z1.
Like, I really didn't like H1Z1.
Yeah, but
Me neither, really.
just
I mean,
change
bit.
your opinion
Just-
on it.
Oh. Well, I guess that's fair.
oh,
Hey.
I don't know. It just
this
it
way.
feels slightly more.
Oh
More
Jesus!
meaty. It's more meaty.
hey Nick.
Hey!
Oh.
Hey!
Wow, that was brutal.
Look at my sneakers. I love that shotgun.
What
So
if I
OP.
told you it's like the Division?
In terms of what?
I've never played that.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
I
I
like
mean-
the weapon mods you can find.
I mean, it's like the
That's cool.
Division operator. You know, like when you divide a number by another number.
Oh, mathematical algebraic.
What'd you say, Cobalt?
Mathematical.
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 Yeah.
Always
Wow!
Wow.
Damn!
Okay.
Guys, still got the
Okay
point.
then.
Still got the
Still
point.
got the point.
Oh no.
What happened?
You guys are so good at this.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Why didn't I
Yes,
just
you
throw you off the edge?
Sword.
Why didn't I just?
Should have
throw
just
you
thrown
off the
me.
edge? I was trying to be stylish.
Oh, you know, you gotta give me a head start on that, Nick.
Why'd you take my head?
Oh!
Ooh, the delay on that one.
Oh!
He would have turned the right way with the rock there. Deflection.
Oh, this map. Yeah, we could do things that way, I suppose, as well.
Oh, I didn't think that hit me. I jumped as soon as I landed. Wow.
Rude.
Well done.
I'm not ready to die.
Oh,
Wow.
That went
That was
fast.
crazy. That sword. I got it off just in time to take you with me, at least.
No, no. Oh.
So, like, nobody disagrees that, like, a sex break is a good thing, right?
Well, no. Okay, what if your job is breeding chickens? Then you want to be sexing all the time.
What if you don't work
Oh.
with your wife, though?
You can masturbate. Well,
Oh, okay.
What if you
Good
work in
solution.
porn?
what?
What if you work in porn?
Yeah, you'd be like,
What?
you should have a break from the sex where you just like eat
Yeah.
a sandwich or something.
I think they do that, actually. They just kind of chill for a bit and talk.
Hello, talk?
No, just like, how's your day? Like, what's going on?
What?
Like, what's the biggest dick you've
I don't
ever
want a
seen kind of
sex
stuff?
break, honestly.
Oh. I was going to take him out with a rock.
It's the whole principle of like, don't shit where you eat.
What if porn is blocked? No, I think that the point is they let you look at it.
I'm the one with the heart on the head, guys. Malf is the burger. NL is the duck head, or the mallard, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I knew what you were going for.
Oh, what?
Double burger.
Doesn't
No,
sex...
I tried to grab that grenade just to take someone else with me.
It depends on a number of factors. I think the article basically said, like, know yourself. If you're the type of person that slows down, then you probably don't want to indulge. But some people don't feel that way.
Mouse.
Stop that. Stop that.
Oh, not the net!
I kind of
Ow!
feel like if you work for me, you shouldn't be allowed to jerk off until Friday at lunch. Because I feel like that, like, sexual frustration gives you, like, a little extra motivation throughout the week. Like, it keeps you hungry.
Look at Wolf of Wall Street.
Exactly.
They wanted you fucking
No, but
all
they lost their entire
all
moral
around the
compass
block.
because they jerked off too much. That's the central message of the Wolf of Wall Street, isn't it? That if you jerk off
head
that
clear.
much, you're gonna lose your moral compass.
But after that movie came out, everybody wanted to be like those guys, so clearly they were onto something.
That is true. Oh, fuck.
That's hell.
Holy mother... Oh, I'm dead.
How do you use this motherfucker?
Oh,
it's
you got
A.
me.
Yeah, and, like, if you don't want to have sex, you don't have to.
Yeah,
Nobody's
but why should
requiring
other
you.
people
You
get
just-
to take a break? Just wait if I don't want one.
No, everyone can have the break. It's just you can have sex on the break.
Well, oh,
You could just already do that, right? Just go into the work bathroom and crank one out.
cute.
Just find a spot where the security cameras can't find you inside of like an aluminum tunnel or something like that. Crank one out.
Whatever. Oh, he's so close.
Oh man.
No.
Close one.
Come on, big money.
Oh, hey, how's it going, buddy?
It's just a regular break. Yeah, you pretty much figured that out on that.
Testing out a new break. You can either jerk off or not.
The option is yours. You can pick any one of those things.
Oh,
Sorry.
you better win this one, Mouth. I believe
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
in you. Oh, don't.
He got me!
Oh.
told you.
Me.
I had such
job.
confidence. I just win by default. That's my strategy. Oh fuck.
Oh Jesus. This is just actually brutal.
No.
I am the Highlander.
That seems like
already
one of those.
won.
Like apparently this is like a Swedish politician came up with this. It's one of those Swedens. And like
It's a Sweden.
sometimes in the
Sweden.
news you see a Sweden and you're like, that's pretty smart. Those guys have got their heads screwed on straight. And sometimes you're like, that's too Sweden. Like
I don't mind it.
Like Stockholm mayor suggests everybody take a jerk off break once a day. I'm like, that is a fake Sweden. You've gone peak Sweden there. You know,
Anything that kind of encourages your humanity seems like a good thing to me.
18 months of maternity leave mandatory for new parents. I'm like, that's a good Sweden.
Did I cook you? Oh, what the hell?
They're like,
Okay.
everybody gets 20 meatballs in the mail once a month. I'm like, that's too Sweden.
That sounds great.
No.
Sounds
We are.
pretty delicious.
You don't want those
We're off.
meatballs?
That's too
I'll
Sweden.
take 10
is all I'm
meatballs and be
saying.
happy.
That's like back in the day. They'd have the milkman would come and drop a fresh thing of
the
milk
meat man.
in the morning. Yeah, this guy's just got a basket. You know, like the baskets they put strawberries in that you pick them in out in the field, but it's just full of meatballs instead.
I wish the meat.
Oh, you
man
can
would
hit that
deliver
eyeball. I
my
have
meat
faith in you.
in the morning. I
He's
think I gotta
just
come up
peeking
here.
over with that eye.
I think I gotta come up here.
What the hell?
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh no, the heat is on.
We have the same thing though in Canada. You know, like there's like whenever there's a maple syrup heist, I'm like, come on.
I don't even know what just happened.
Can you help us out in like the international community by not like steal money? Don't steal our maple syrup. It just makes us look like cartoon characters.
We'll get me
it's
started on corn
Yo.
syrup though, right now.
I don't know if you noticed that PAX rhyme, but the milk that I bought and put in the fridge,
Yeah.
it was hood milk.
I did notice that.
You didn't talk about it?
No, I meant to like tweet a pic because I was like, I'm gonna get 1 million retweets for this, but then I forgot.
How did? Okay, all right, we'll
Wait,
take
that's worth $1 million. I see that shit every day. I could retweet
Nah,
that.
but Dan, you gotta put a spin on it. Dan would be all over it.
Hood-
Then you get
Alright.
the Big Brother Twitter crew. They're
Yeah,
they'll-
what's it like to break into Dan's Twitter feed? That must be incredible.
Hood milk.
Like, do you get 200,000
Oh.
retweets if he retweets you?
Honestly, only if it's Big Brother stuff. They filter everything else.
Big Brother, baby. I want to make a video so bad.
Dude,
I want you to be on that. I
Give
don't
it
know
a-
why
what's
Dan.
give it a try. Why not, right?
I just want to be the chaos maker. I don't even care if I
Oh,
win,
no.
dude. I just want to create chaos.
Like I just did.
There you go. Canada
Yeah.
needs less maple syrup heists and more gruesome bus decapitations. You got to admit, that gave us a lot of credibility in the international news world.
Is it gonna explode? Oh, yep.
I thought I pulled the pin. I didn't.
People were like, Canada's no joke, man.
Yeah.
Dude, killed that dude on the bus and ate his heart. Oh, Lord.
That could be an Indiana Jones villain.
Absolutely true. And then you're like, that's to Canada, because now he's released.
Oh!
Dude, they have like a pool on Big Brother, right? Like,
Swimming pool, yeah.
yeah. So,
It's like a little
Cobalt,
one, though.
if you get on, get an O. Henry. Kind of, you know, give it a couple twists and stuff in the package, break it up a little bit, maybe get it a little melty, and then just put it.
Dude.
I guess
And
it's a
then-
chocolate bar you're talking about?
You guys don't
Yeah,
know
the O.
Henry's?
Henry.
No, I
Yeah.
never heard of it.
Isn't that a drink? The Henry's drinks?
No. It's just like
Oh.
it's a
Oh,
chocolate
and
bar.
those the Chewy bars? Are they
It's
chewy?
just a chocolate bar with like
It's
peanuts
got a
in it.
little
Oh.
bit of nougat.
I don't think we
I
have
think.
those.
There's like a Henry that you put a ring through your dick, isn't there?
That's a Prince Albert.
Oh, Albert, not Henry.
It's not an
See,
Albert,
maybe-
it's a Prince Albert. There's a huge difference.
Do you guys have Mr. Big?
I don't think so.
I have Robin
I
Big.
think Mr. Big is a Canadian.
I thought we only had Coffee Crisp was the only thing we had. Hmm.
Good
Trying
game.
to think. Well, just find
Gee.
some kind of nutty chocolate bar.
You could
And
use a
then make
Snickers.
Snickers, you need a couple though. Like you
Here we
really-
go. to
The
infinity
best bug.
and beyond.
See you later,
I
Mouth.
win. I win.
No, Canada's pretty cool. We got like 4 exclusive chocolate bars up here.
And some potato chips as well.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude. I had some
believe
dill
that.
pickle potato chips the other day.
Yeah, you gotta do it, man. 'Tis the season. When I think spring, I think dill pickle potato chips.
I like dill actually. If you mix it with a little bit of like olive oil,
I'm
pretty
I'm
delicious.
also
What's the big deal?
pretty delicious.
Oh!
oh,
Yeah, like-
slam dunked.
Just even plain chips with some sour cream and then dill
Wow.
mixed in for the dip.
It is
That's good,
true
too.
that
Oh no!
our electronics store used to be called the Future Shop as well.
Just future
Are
shop.
you
there's
being
no
mind
problem.
controlled from somewhere? What is going on
I thought it
here?
was called fries.
No, that's
No,
the
we
Texas one.
If they had a fries in the UK, would it be called chips?
There's a dancing sword floating in the air.
Not even a chuckle for the. Come on.
No,
that's-
no, I
All day.
chuckled. I
Good
chuckled.
one. Good one. You
Round
see,
2.
the joke is that I don't really think it's that good of a
Oh
one.
my god.
Okay, see you later. That is your land. You have, Oh, hey, get out of there.
I killed myself on my own sword.
Video games.
You don't want to do this, son.
I never had a choice.
That knight helmet's looking rather intimidating.
Beat. Oh
What?
my god.
I win.
The way people are replying to that joke and saying that fries actually is in the UK, that's belying the point.
I shot
Because
that
they
banana.
call French fries
Oh,
chips.
is that the joke?
That was the joke!
It's a little too cerebral for me.
It also works in both directions.
Did you see that? I mean, this.
Bananas.
As long as we're talking about things that are too Canadian, that they make me resent them. Nice diagonal rocket, but there
No,
was
what?
a
Bag milk?
marriage proposal at a Vancouver Canucks game recently, where the dude proposed to his wife with a bouquet of ketchup flavored Doritos,
I saw that.
and I went, "Really?"
That is
Like-
something special, though. You know that they've got like some great inside joke or
We're
something.
gonna be together
Like,
forever.
for
I'm pretty sure
Valentine's
that
Day,
actually the way it went down is the dude was like, "Hey, Canucks, it would be really nice if I could like do the marriage proposal on the jumbotron." And they're like, "Well, those are pretty expensive ad rate, but if you can find a way to roll ketchup Doritos into your proposal, then sure, buddy."
All right, fair enough.
And
That
she
was
said yes, which
intense.
was like, "Come on." Oh yeah, that's true. She proposed to him. He said yes.
Oh.
Oh, you son of a bitch, though.
Karma.
I'm well done.
He was not riding a moose at the time. That's a little too. That's racist. Malf could say it, but you can't. Say
I
it.
don't get offended easily, but I am.
He's extremely offended right now.
Yeah, highly uncool. Oh, okay. Well, self-disposing body.
Right in the buttocks.
I'm gonna have to eat extra poutine tonight to feel better.
The Chalet Swiss.
Fuck that shit. Fuck it. They put shredded cheese on my poutine.
Yeah, it's not
You
okay.
wanna go, son? You wanna go box style?
He should have chopped her head off.
Box my
Look!
ears.
That was one dude, okay? That was
And he's
one
free
guy.
now.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
free, so watch yourself.
He's paid his debt to society.
I want the box. Kappa. Oh, didn't even wind it up.
Oh, I thought it was right outside the range.
I was like
mocking
on
you.
the tip. Not this map.
Yeah, this one's a little
Oh,
fucky.
I
help.
watched Mighty Ducks this morning, and I felt so good after watching it. It was nice.
Why?
fun movie, right?
It's a nice movie. The only thing I don't get is why the main guy was so ready to quit his job to be a coach. Like, I get that he was into it, but he was so into being a lawyer.
Why were you watching the Mighty Ducks during working hours on a Thursday?
No, it was like 9 a.m. I just wanted to watch a movie because I couldn't go back to sleep and my eyes hurt, so I just put a movie on.
The Mighty Ducks, number one, right? Because they just get really interesting.
No, but the second one, isn't that where he introduces the knuckle puck?
Yeah, two's got kind of a
The
Rocky
knuckle
IV
puck's so
thing
good.
going on.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's good.
I didn't like when Charlie became the coach. They started coaching or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Is that
I was like, get back on that hockey ring.
Mighty Ducks 4 or something?
Yeah.
You made
it's-
4 of them? Wow, I didn't realize.
Well, the third one is terrible.
The second one's the Olympic one, right? With the cowboy dude that
Yeah.
lassos and
They can't call it the Olympics though, so it's like a junior something. I can't remember.
yeah.
It's like the Olympics, but for 14-year-olds.
Do hockey players really talk and think about their Pee Wee League experience when they're well into adulthood anymore? Or
Pierre
no?
McGuire does.
Yeah. I just thought it was kind of weird that he met those 2 hockey players and they were like, "Oh, I remember you were the best in Pee Wees."
Nick, have you watched the movie Goon?
I don't think so.
I think you'd like it. It's funny.
What's that about?
It's a newer movie. It's got Jay Bechamel and Sean William Scott and
It's
what's
a
his
good
name?
sauce.
Liv Schreiber.
Tyler?
Yeah, Liv Schreiber.
What do you
From X-Men Origins
Sabretooth.
Wolverine.
Sabretooth, yeah.
Exactly.
It's a hockey movie, but it's about kind of like a semi-biographic kind of thingy of this guy, Doug Glatt, who just killed it on the ring. He'd beat the shit out of anybody.
Does Pee Wee not mean penis in the U.S.? I didn't even know. I don't think it does, actually.
No, not really.
Pee Wee's Playhouse would take on a slightly different meaning.
It's also the cinema he got caught in.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's
this
like
is a little
Little League
racist,
for
NL,
hockey.
but because you're Canadian, I feel like there's a good chance you know how to ice skate. Who doesn't know how to ice skate? Malf, you
I've
know how
never
to
ice
skate?
Lots of
Skated.
people.
Nick, you ever ice
I've been on a roller.
No, I have ice skated, but I'm not good at it or anything. I could barely stay up. I could probably
have to move.
go around in a circle, and that's about it.
I mean, yeah, I can skate backwards and stop, but not because I'm Canadian, probably. Although I was in hockey school as a youngster. I mean, we did do public skating as a field trip, probably 20 times. but-
Yeah, it's true. A lot of kids' parties and stuff. It's just, let's just take them to the rink. Oh, you were.
Ooh, headshot.
Come and find me, detective.
Coming up.
No, I want to stay there for like a second. Check this out. Get a little closer to the edge. All right. Check this out. Ready? Oh!
That was a dirty move you just put on me there.
That was pretty dirty.
The best thing when you're a kid, we used to have used to live near the woods, and there's all sorts of ponds. So you'd load up the van, and you get some shovels, and you'd clear out a nice little patch, and you just play around a pond hockey, and it was a fun experience.
Hell yeah, dude.
Although this one time we went after I had like a big lunch of craft dinner, and after I got really exhausted from clearing all the snow, and I just went over to one of the snowbanks we made. And I just macaroni everywhere.
Oh, oh no!
What a extremely Canadian story.
And then you were too hungry to play hockey.
Oh
Wow!
Did I get you too?
You did get
That was
me.
impressive.
What?
Well, Kate, thanks for the resub. For 44 months. That is actually all of the months. Even the months where the show wasn't very good. So I appreciate that.
How do you know when the pond ice is thick enough that you can play hockey on it and you won't fall in?
Well, you let someone else go
Well-
first.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, back when global warming wasn't really much of a thing, the ice, very trustworthy.
Come into my heat zone.
There's got to be a way to get you in there somehow. Throw the gun in, the gun gets hot, it fires automatically and shoots
That's-
you.
Actually true. I think that
Oh,
would work.
it's going!
Yeah, there it goes.
What?
That is sneaky.
This thing is ah!
You can't hold
Oh,
that.
Jesus. Yeah, we just trusted the ice. If you feel it cracking, well, then skate softer.
Also, the pond itself was probably
Yeah, less than a foot deep.
2 or 3 feet deep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Still gonna be a kind of pain in the ass. You gotta ride your bike home afterward, though.
It's fucking it's Canadian winter, dude. Ain't no one riding the bike. Maybe a GT racer.
Well, I know
All right,
people
how
that
you getting home?
ride their bikes in the winter.
Walk. You ride
Give
your,
it to daddy.
ride your bike in the winter.
Ow.
Okay,
I've ridden my bike in the winter. It's not
No,
that big a
but
deal.
there's this much snow.
The wind
on the
shear.
ground.
So you
The
get
wind's always
snow-
the worst.
Yeah, man. Agreed.
Boston was oh my god, help.
Yeah, it actually sucked.
It did.
It
People
was
have
an
It was nice.
exceptional storm, though.
There are some people who have still been trying to pull well, this is my everyday. Yeah, okay. Tell that to the airport that canceled 1,000 flights. Oh, excuse
Yeah,
me,
that's
Mr.
rough.
Logan Airport. This is just a normal day in Boston, according to, Death Note fan 491 on Twitter. Maybe you haven't
Aren't they making,
heard.
a show out of that?
Oh,
A
you-
movie, I
you
thought.
ain't
Yeah, live
lying.
action.
On
It's
Netflix.
very out of touch.
I heard some bad stuff as well about it already. They're making a Ghost in the Shell movie with Scarlett Johansson.
wait.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. It looked fucking weird.
The premiere
I
of
haven't
that
seen that
was
yet.
last night. Is there a tomato score for it yet? That's how we say it on the streets. We go, hey, what's the tomato score? What's the tomato
Oh, I'm
meter for
screwed.
Ghost in the Shell?
I actually don't like the anime of Ghost in the Shell, but I might want to see the
What
movie.
in the-
Not in theaters, but a year from now.
That is a terrible map. Thank you, Killicam Young, for the sub.
You're welcome. Ah, I missed! Fuck.
Oh, I don't like that one. I swung and it bounced to me.
Yo, but you
Fuck
can't.
you, Nick. I don't even know if it's good or not.
They're saying fuck you for not liking the Ghost in the Shell anime, which is regarded as
Oh!
one of the transcendental pieces of art
no,
in the
it's
medium.
not that great.
That wasn't smart. I
He
like how the
got
water
me.
barrels are on fire.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Gotcha.
William Defoe as Ryuk for Death Note. Okay.
Apparently, he's
I
got a
haven't watched
huge
much
dick.
Death Note because it depressed me when I did.
I've also heard that he has a huge dick.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I think from you, actually.
Yeah, we've probably had this conversation on the show 4 or 5 times, I think.
He was at like a casting call and he had his pants off, and so he was like, "I heard you had a big
Willem
dick." And he's
Dafoe
like,
doesn't
"There
go
it
to casting calls.
No, it was.
He
I
gets
think it was a
casting
theater
calls.
or something. He pulled a Daniel Radcliffe and just.
He was a theater beater?
It was for Nymphomaniac. They had to give him a dick double because his dick was so large that it was unrealistic for the audience.
Nice.
He was
Nice job to
unintelligible.
have.
It didn't read as a human penis.
Well, that
Ooh,
was
you're
a bad
cooked.
idea. Oh, and also
How
there's
was
a video
Logan
of him
Cobalt? Don't get me
nude on
started.
stage. So you're right. Woo.
Wow.
Do you think it's weird that they put prosthetic dicks on Game of Thrones characters? Like, they could
Not
just
all
have
of
their
them.
dick out, but they just
was-
choose to
Wow.
have another
Wasn't
one.
that just
Teaser.
Hodor?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because like he doesn't really have a 14-inch dick in real life or something. So
Wow, that sucks.
When
That
did you
must be
see
awful
Hodor's
not having a
penis?
14-inch dick.
Must
how's
not,
that season?
must not
four?
be
I'm
Canadian.
just seeing Hodor's wang. The hell?
It's just like they're out in the wilderness, walking like they do.
And his dong's just dangling?
Hodor.
That's not very nice.
I don't think that happened.
That's what he said.
That's not very nice.
Yeah, I
Not
like
like
this.
that.
Let's do some more roasting of Game of Thrones.
My sister. I tried to have sex with you.
He didn't just try.
Fucking idiots.
Oh, I dodged when I should have dipped.
Do you ever
14-inch
realize
ball.
like how many problems on Game of Thrones could just be solved if one of the characters got an AK-47?
Yeah.
Nearly all of
They
them.
gotta make bullets for it,
It's
though.
really like the whole show is just about like it ignores the existence of guns. If one of them just had a gun, all the problems would be solved. It's like there's a dragon. Oh, we shot it. It's dead.
Why don't they have guns? It's been like thousands and thousands of years, I feel like. On the show.
Absolutely true.
They're always just, oh! There's a wall there.
All the Unsullied just like carry Berettas, 9mm Berettas.
Well, if everybody has a gun, then it's like nobody
I-
has a gun.
I feel like if you're smart enough to develop language, and you're not angry enough to completely wipe each other off the
They
earth,
have dragon fire and magic, like, loaded
just
up in a
natu-
barrel.
it's just gonna happen. Like they had chemistry and shit, right?
Yeah,
like
man.
Don't they have cannons?
Wrong.
sure, yeah,
I
they
guess
got
they don't have
boats.
cannons
They
yet.
know what buoyancy is, so like, fucking noobs. Let's just
Wow.
I
It was off
just,
by happening.
I just sucked that grenade up my ass on my screen.
Okay, wait, don't shoot me! Don't shoot me!
No!
I got a really good
Oh,
idea.
Shoot me. Okay.
See, the idea is I'm gonna kill Ryan.
Whoa,
Yeah.
the range on that sucker. Good luck with your idea.
Thank you.
He's got a helmet.
It worked. You didn't kill me, so.
He did it.
Headshot. They have napalm, but not guns. Yeah. It's dragon
It's
fire.
not
Can't get it
invented
right.
because they have dragons.
Yeah.
Maybe they came to the decision.
okay.
They're like we could develop these nukes, but then like we wouldn't actually want to use them, right? So why don't we just never develop them?
Right. Yeah, it's true. It's like, you know, the invention of the nuclear bomb. It's like you've invented a weapon that, up to a certain point, you can't even use anymore.
What did you do?
I meant to put it down and get the armor on.
No, Nick got it. I'm not surprised.
I pick up a bot.
Oh, that was not smart.
Hey, no, go away. No, don't do this.
Play that song for him.
Oh wait, no. How do you change the pitch?
Left trigger? After you're playing. Oh,
Rude.
Wait, hold on. No, okay, now you play it. You play some.
I wonder where this is going.
Nope, there he goes.
Oh, God. Oh.
That's the anthem of Duck Game. It will never die.
I always thought it was weird on Game of Thrones how, like, you know, it's supposed to take place in, like, the analog to the Middle Ages, but then every once in a while, you know, Jamie Lannister just pulls out, like, an iPod and goes like, hey, did you see this YouTube video the other day? And you're like, well, that's, like, You'd think that the writers would have caught that.
Did anybody see me reflect the net back onto Fox?
Yeah, I didn't feel good
Because I
about
did
it.
do that. I hit it with the hammer, knocked it back onto you.
I don't think I pulled the W out. I needed 3 that time.
Like, there's that episode where, like, Khaleesi, she's like, I don't know how we're supposed to get to Westeros. And then the Hound just pulls out his phone and he goes,
Westeros.
Oh,
he goes, Siri, what's the fastest way to get to Westeros? And she goes, take the
Westeros.
dragons over the East Sea. It's like sponsored content, man. It's ruining media.
I couldn't believe that Dragon or the Mountain is like a real life bodybuilder, like top
Yeah.
5 in the world.
From like
He's
Iceland.
actually a piece of the Himalayas.
It was super weird when he drove up to like that
Man.
incredibly pivotal duel that he had in a Kia Forte and said, you wouldn't believe how cheap the gas mileage or how cheap the gas was to get here.
And then he went, "Aye."
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
It's the old Kia ad campaign.
Oh.
And, like this
Yeah.
guy with a hat, and he'd be like, "Aye."
I
Tastes like chicken, you know.
I remember that.
Driving a Kia down in the bayou for some reason.
Thank you,
Yeah.
ML News, for the 20 months free subscription.
Oh,
Because I'm the Rocket Man.
Now that's a song. But I did think it was weird when Jon Snow started singing it at his bachelor party in that one episode. Okay, that's maybe enough.
That's the Bachelor Party. Yeah, my favorite episode.
Alright. Oh.
I wish I had a block button.
Ooh, nice
no.
try, buddy. Nice try, buddy. Oh!
Ow! It's still smoking. The Rock trained the mountain since he was a little hill. Oh my god.
Like the Rock. Oh, like the Rock.
I
You
do.
guys see the Fate and the Furious #8 movie?
I did see the trailer.
Boy.
The movie's out.
Yeah. I thought The Rock hated Vin Diesel.
The
You
movie's all
realize
about
the world
family.
is-
No.
You
They,
can hate
uh,
your family, but it's still family.
Woo! I'm the dead one.
No. I think he
I'm the
hated
hard
him,
head.
but then they're like, well, actually, Jason Statham is a bigger jackass, and then they both won, right? I think it was Jason Statham.
No! Burn with me.
The net saved you, maybe.
I can never find myself at the start of these.
Common problem for young adults.
Don't you try it!
That was a lot of
can't
dodging
just
you
let
did there.
you hide there. Ow.
Yeah, I gotta admit that felt pretty good.
Imagine you playing hide and seek with like your family, and you find them hiding in like a closet where their feet are poking out from under the bed. So you just
What are you
What?
talking
I
about?
don't know what the fuck he's confusing me.
you just lob
Warfare.
a grenade.
What?
Oh god!
And then they fly.
Are you okay?
What?
I can't stop. Oh.
Me? Just die! Oh Jesus, you can take it. That's my box.
Oh.
What did you say
this
over
straight.
the past, like, minute?
I can't tell you.
You're playing
Oh,
hide and seek with your family, and they're underneath the bed, and you see their toes sticking out.
okay.
And what happens after that?
And then you just lob a grenade.
That seems a little
Coming,
cool.
boys!
Good one.
We all die? Oh no, my least favorite map.
I'm just gonna stay down here.
That's a pretty good one, man.
Oh,
That was a deep cut.
You ever laugh so hard you make yourself laugh?
Wait, I think that's continuing.
My God, he's right.
Damn it.
Hey, buddy.
It's a malfunction.
I'm gonna throw up.
Was it the feet coming out from under the bed that did it?
Just yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I'm so sorry, chat.
Oh,
Okay.
wiggle. I would like a present.
Damn it.
Oh
Oh,
man.
you got my body.
What? Is
Whoa there, partner.
Oh! Normally there's a floor there.
Hello.
Oh, hey, I don't have a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So, how's it going?
Wow, I am dead. What are you gonna do this weekend, Malf? What are your weekend plans right now?
What is? Oh, I'm doing a cooking stream this Saturday. I'm trying to do them like every other week.
What is this? A saxophone?
What are you gonna make?
Yeah, you play it.
Let me
I'm
guess.
doing
Tacos.
Well, I
Mm.
tweeted about it, so
yeah,
I
I
guess-
saw that tweet.
Enchiladas?
No,
See, I made
tacos.
enchiladas yesterday.
I saw.
They were pretty good. It's the first time I've ever had enchiladas, though, so I have no basis.
Oh,
for-
no backstory
yeah.
in there.
They could have been garbage, but they tasted pretty good.
They look pretty,
They look
pretty,
pretty good.
enchilada.
I have to
You should
credit.
have tweeted it to Chef Ramsay. He would have given you his prognosis.
Yes.
I'll
trade.
I have to give a lot of credit to my sous chef, Kate, for rolling them because I was like, I can cook.
Ah.
I can cook this filling, but I don't trust myself for the rolling aspect at all.
It's good.
What if you were the best at rolling? You just didn't try.
Oh, I've eaten enough tacos and burritos in my day to know that I am not the best at rolling, unfortunately. Yeah, NL
How do they
can't
do
roll.
it at Chipotle? They tuck it so.
They get paid
they-
far too little for their abilities.
They go to school for that, though.
That's why they charge extra for guac there. That it's like a tip.
Did you guys see that? So there's this whole like Subway drama in Canada because they're suing our public broadcaster, and we won't necessarily get into that. However, did you know in the UK, Subway has sandwich apprentices so that they can have people work in the subway but legally be able to pay them less than minimum wage?
Do they have them, or they're
man.
trying
They have
to
them.
get them? No, that's not cool.
Stupid.
See, I boycotted this whole shit. I'm boycotting Subway. I'm done.
Wow, the tables have turned.
I-
on
They're
Subway.
suing us, man. That's
So here, chat, for you guys that don't know, so CBC is like a news outlet in Canada, and they were the ones who did the study and were like, 50% chicken. Which they did very thoroughly. Like, they weren't lying or making up some phony baloney shit. Problem is,
Chicken.
the CBC
Not
gets like
baloney.
$1 billion in federal funding from taxpayer dollars that we pay for it. So effectively, they're suing me,
Yeah.
their customer.
I'm gonna show up to court, honestly,
I will too.
representing myself.
Is it like class action then? So like all of Canada can show up?
No, I mean they had CBC as like, you know, they have a corporate facing entity or something and an ombudsman and stuff like that. Like it's all
Oh, ombudsman.
it's all fucking politics, man. I'm with you, dude. We could go back and watch the episodes where I'm like, well, you know, Subway might have a case here. Like maybe they didn't do their due diligence in the scientific department. But as soon as they're like, you know, we're gonna sue the CBC, I was like, you just made an enemy for life, mister.
It's true. And I read some comments. I don't know, what these people
Isn't
know,
it just
but
a
they're like,
franchise though? Like,
No, it's the whole, like, the corporate entity of Subway is suing the CBC.
$210 million.
Yeah.
That seems like not that much.
I mean, for the CBC, that's a lot,
It's like
Oh,
a
I wanna hit
quarter
it
of their
at the same
annual
time.
budget or something like that.
pretty much.
And
And
people
CBC
are
is-
like, this is not a trivial boycott. People are like, just go to Mr. Sub. Mr. Sub is not good, though. Like,
Mr. Sub is the coffee time to Tim Hortons.
we have,
I
like,
heard of coffee
no...
time.
you
Oh,
mother trucker.
You dunked me, though.
I did.
We have, like, no
I was watching
no
Nick.
competition for Subway whatsoever. I mean, we have Quiznos, but it's still, like, They're all getting janky over here. Like all the Quiznos are extremely ghetto and
Wow.
like ooh, oh.
Oh, wow.
So we got no other options. Like
Yeah.
What about Dunkin' Donuts?
we don't have Dunkin' Donuts over here.
Yeah, and Dunkin' Donuts is like same level as Tim Hortons.
Really? I didn't know you didn't have them. I thought they were on the same.
Oh, Daddy.
There used to be Dunkin' Donuts in our hometown. Well, in our home city, Mike.
No, no.
No.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. When you go vaguely French, you know it's
Never
good.
get naked.
How about Boston Pizza? You can't just walk into Boston Pizza, get lunch in like 5 minutes, man. Also,
yeah, and they have sandwiches. They don't have submarine sandwiches. They do have
Whoa!
a pizza burger though.
Also, I can't support Boston Pizza because its principal shareholder is Jim Treliving, and Brad Treliving is the general manager of the Calgary Flames, and there are staunch rivals here in Vancouver. So,
True Living seems like an alright guy. I've seen him on Shark Tank a bunch.
excuse me?
Dragon's Den.
Wait, which one is that? That's the like younger looking one? Or
No,
what?
No,
Jim-
he's
he's
like
the
the old
Canadian
man.
one. He's
But
only
he's
on
like-
Dragon's Den, I think.
The other Canadian ones, there's 2. Or when you're watching Dragon's Den, there's 5. Unless it's UK Dragon's Den, in which case there's 0.
I'm sweating.
Duck Game will do that.
Oh, it's intense.
I also turned my AC off, so that'll might contribute.
Ah!
Plus, Boston Pizza kind of sucks.
I don't
Nick
think
might have won.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't feel like you can sue. Well, you can, but I don't think you should sue the CBC. I think you should put out your own study with like independent scientists and be like, check it out, it's chicken.
It's like the thing. If you have nothing to hide, then man up.
I
That
gotta
is
call
what they
out
say.
somebody in your chat. Shadow said, I've seen him pitch a product. He must be a good person. You haven't even seen Dragon's Den to know what the show is. They don't pitch products. They receive the pitches.
Now that'd
Yeah.
be a show. I'd watch a show where like one dude just pitches inventions over and over until one catches on.
Made me allergic.
I don't know about this gun. What does this one do? Oh, okay.
It's a joke.
Oh, I ran out of ammo.
I see. Okay. Weird gun.
Do what, or yeah, that's the other alternative, is do what Taco Bell did and basically be like, yeah, our food is shitty, but now we're gonna like dust it with Cheetos. And you're like, you know what? You owned it.
It works.
Yeah.
Ballsy. Bold move.
Ah!
Domino's was like, yeah, okay, our food sucks. Let's make it better. And then that kind of worked out for them.
Oh, naughty. Got some hang time.
Never
I'm
got
stuck
right.
with a chainsaw so bad.
Where am I? Oh, here.
Ombudsman! You think
Whoa.
Snoop Dogg is an ombudsman?
This is Smoke Buds, man.
I heard he has a failing career right now.
Yeah,
In
poop
Battle-
dog.
Trailer
Poop
Park
dog.
Boys.
I gotta hand it to you. Your wife is hot. Plus, she married you for love. She loves money. Hey, yo! What?
Flew off like Team Rocket.
Show me the ray trace.
money.
Also, show me the money. That's what you should do this weekend. You should watch Jerry Maguire.
Oh.
Taco Bell had the fake meat scandal. Maybe.
Well, 33%.
And the lettuce issue.
meat. It's honestly the
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if Taco Bell's meat is just like the unballed up version of Subway's meatball.
Didn't they find cardboard in it somewhere? They were like cutting it with cardboard to get more meat.
That
How do you like that? I finally figured it out.
That's pretty good.
I
it's
heard
like
that
McDonald's.
somewhere.
It was devastating.
McDonald's used to use the pink sludge or pink slime, as they called it. I think it was like a
To
filler.
make chicken nuggets?
I think they also had it in some of their burgers.
Extruded
maybe.
meat product, they basically puree all the meat into slime and then they mold it into shapes.
Nice.
It looks real gross. People made a big fuss about it and then they stopped doing it.
Yeah, but like up until like 3 days ago, I still would have ordered that chicken at Subway, and I would have felt smarmy about it. I'd be like, I don't care, it tastes good. But now I'm like, you don't understand, Subway. It's the principle of the thing.
Oh, it also apparently was fake news. So
Oh.
That was 100% fake. I'm inclined to
I
believe
saw
that.
pictures of it. I thought it was a real thing.
It's the thing about Twitch
Oh.
chat is they'll keep you honest. Oh, fuck.
I wasn't trying to pass it on. I just honestly thought it was real.
I'm on fire. Swinging.
All right, I gotta remember that's not a real thing.
You gotta check the sources, buddy.
There's a whole KFC thing where said they were growing chickens and stuff. That turned out to be fake as well.
No,
It
they
was like
just
they were
give
only
them.
growing the organs or something. Like not.
Oh yeah,
I-
the middleman goes straight to the organs.
They just give them the hormone bullshit, so they grow real meaty.
Oh! Help! Help! Okay. There's lots of fire.
Is that a random level? I don't think I've ever seen that
I
one.
don't think I've seen that one either.
I...
Oh. I thought people found out the gift for that was actually Tubby Custard from the Teletubbies. Oh, it's
What?
4chan magazine at it again.
Machine extruded meat is real. They do that everywhere. Okay, so now we're on back to the confusion level again.
But I feel like this is a situation
that's
where we're contributing to misinformation. We like read a headline, regurgitate it, and then all of a sudden it enters the discussion as if it's something with merit, when that premise has not yet been proven.
It gets obfuscated by other little mitigating circumstances, and I thought I had seen it in like a movie or something that they were talking about it, but I must be misremembering.
Pink sludge is real. All right.
Whoa!
Whoa! I've never seen that rip the ground open.
What
Yeah.
the balls was that about?
That
This is one heck of a trombone.
was that a
I'm
new
magician.
move?
That was the brown note.
Holy shit, dude! I looked away. I never saw what did it.
No.
Goodbye.
I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
You know, A&W, the chicken is called chubby chicken.
Yeah.
So as an adult, it makes it very difficult to order, which I respect, because you've got to really want it. You got to be like, I'll have the 5-piece chubby chicken, please.
You could just say chicken, like you don't have to
Yeah,
say
but
the
they'll be like, what chicken?
A chubby chicken and a fat burger, please.
The fat burgers are delicious.
Is
Made from
Fat
fat.
Burger good?
It's so good.
We have Fat Burgers
I had
in
it one
Vancouver.
time. Man, I really thought it was a good burger. I had one in California when I went one time. It's the only time I've ever found it.
True that Chubb dislikes smoke.
I'll vouch for that. I'll vouch for that.
Bear's dog dislikes smoke too, I bet.
I better hope not.
Smoke break.
Oh, we have fun here.
Oh wow, they just hunted me down like a cheetah with a sledgehammer.
I was like a cheetah with a sledgehammer. That's what
Pretty
they said.
much.
Trombone is too shiny and it makes me shit.
I love that character.
Hey, throw me a pair of shoes down here.
You almost got jacked by that rock, son.
I'd really like you to throw me those shoes. Just throw them. That's not throwing the shoes. Oh,
I
fuck.
threw you a sword instead. How's that?
Dang.
Thank you, Forbidden Sight, for the subscription.
No! I lost my weapon.
I thought I could fool you by putting the shoes on at the very last second.
Oh. He's got the blue shot.
Here's Johnny.
What happened to your millennial impression? I think it got too real.
Oh,
Like,
good block, good block.
the satire didn't come across well enough, even though I thought it was laid on extremely thick.
There's this like nasty, receptionist at my work,
Nice.
and today
What a bitch.
she was. I'm just.
Oh, the sword.
She was talking about Trump, and we're like, no, don't do this. And she's like, they all want to control you. You know, I'm a hippie child. I'm used to you ate when you wanted to eat, you had sex when you wanted to have sex, and we're just like, come on. And she's
What does
not-
having sex have to do with it?
I don't know.
Well, it was lunch break, so.
Oh,
and then she's like, I blame the millennials for Trump.
me
And I'm
too.
Yeah, me too.
like, don't say that word around me, please. And then I left.
Nice.
Showed her. Yeah.
But then she said, by the way, can somebody help me fix my computer?
She's okay with well, no, that's not
Yeah,
true.
that doesn't fit the narrative of my joke. If she's good with computers.
Only millennials know how to use computers. Nobody
Hey,
else.
can somebody help fix my Microsoft Word so I can write this article about how millennials have no skills?
Oh dear God.
That's actually a great joke.
What have I done?
I want a webcomic about that joke.
Oh, again, too high to get over, too low to get under. We're stuck in the middle, and the pain is thunder.
I'm trying to give this freaking box this shotgun. Oh, damn it.
Maybe
the boss
she's the one who's having sex at lunchtime.
Hell yeah, probably.
Where's the? I can't. Okay. Did you step
Wow.
on my face?
He
Yes.
curb stomped you.
Holy shit.
I recently
Oh
watched
my
that
God.
movie where Daniel Radcliffe is a
Thanks,
Edward
man.
Norton wannabe.
Oh, I know what movie you're
Imperium.
talking. Yeah, Imperium. That's it.
Just stay perfectly still.
Come on, come get a taste.
Yep. Okay. All right.
God. I
See-
ran out of bananas!
Like, sometimes I meet my parents' friends, and obviously they're a generation older than us, and they go, wow, like, it would be really cool if you would, like, say hi to my kids. Like, they would idolize you. That fact that you play video games for a living is amazing. I say, that's cool. Why don't you sell me a house at a reasonable rate then?
Oh, grenade.
Quid pro quo. Tit
They'd
for
never
tat.
do it.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, sell me your house at below market value. And they're always like, get out.
Yep.
Sorry, I
Every
thought
time.
business was
Response.
based on the exchanging of services, but apparently not. That's a millennial problem.
They look down on your service.
They really do look down on my service.
Oh my! I just hit bouncies the whole time.
Okay, I'll sign
Jesus.
something for your child. In compensation for that, could you go back in time and not drive up property prices like 800 times faster than the rate of wage increases? No? Well, we have a problem here. I guess you're gonna have to go buy a birthday present. Yeah, okay, don't worry.
We passed him off like 3 times. Oh.
Maybe this is why kids put their parents in like shitty old retirement homes. She was like, "You fucked my future. I'm gonna fuck your present."
And now that the barbarians are at the gates, you have the audacity to ask me for help?
There's some good barbs going on in there. Good barbs.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna
Oh, is
do
that
it.
it?
I win.
I think Nick got us by like 1.
You're a barbarian, that's right.
Okay, here's my
Oh, maybe
impression
more than 1.
of anybody more than 10 years older than us. Oh, what kind of wine should I buy?
What's that voice?
That's the voice of someone I wanted to malign.
Oh.
If you want advice on buying wine, as somebody who's watched 2 documentaries and Sideways, a film featuring Paul Giamatti,
Sideways.
I was
Yeah.
told
Sideways.
about if you buy like a $20 to $30 bottle of wine, that's like good enough to know it was like it's not mass produced, but it's not so expensive that you're like, I'm broke.
You can ask
20
the person at the liquor store, they'll help you too.
Yeah.
$20.
Get the Bud Light with lime. Bud Light with wine. All right. Malf, why don't you pimp your channel?
Sup, dudes? You know, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, what have you. Michael A. L. Fox. I'll see you there, and if I don't, then you are square.
Nice.
So,
He's
like,
right.
don't be square.
How about you, Cobalt Streak?
Hey, I'm Cobalt. I don't even do this for a living. Thanks for watching.
All
I'm
right.
here every Thursday from now on, and had a good time. Thanks for having
I'm
me.
glad to hear that. You can go to twitch.tv/CobaltStreak and watch Cobalt play video games better than we
Yes.
do most of the time.
Unless Austin's here, or
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah,
He's
basically just
Yeah, just Austin.
fucking Austin, man.
How about you, Nick?
What does IPA stand for
It's
again?
an India Pale Ale.
Ah, thank you.
Well, you see, back in the day, they would have to make them with hops in order to survive the harsh journey over the sea to the Indian Ocean, and then back to England in the other direction, which is how they got their name.
Oh, learning the
Why they still
education
fail.
behind it, the history.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's pretty good that you knew all that. Hey, everybody, I'm Rockley. You can check me out, Rockley Smile, YouTube, if you want to watch my Hollow Knight playthrough or NLSS VODs from my perspective. You can see me thrash the shit out of today's seed if you want. Also got Roundtable and more. You can find me on twitch.tv/Rockley Smile. I'm probably going to be playing Nier Automata
Ooh,
pretty
good one.
soon. I've been trying to say it the other way. It really hurts me to say it a little bit that way. I want to say automata, but I know it sounds like onomatopoeia every time. I can't do it. Follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I go live for things. We'll be on for Roundtable tomorrow, though, at 6 p.m. Eastern.
That's right. I forgot about that. All right. Thanks for being here. I'm going to hang up on you guys and read some names.
You
Later.
can do that if you want. It's your prerogative.
See you soon.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Chad, how's it going now that those guys are gone? Yeah, I saison. You know, we got 4 wins over here in Vancouver. I think it might be a Victoria beer, but we got 4 wins over here in BC. It's pretty dope. I don't know if it's made it nationwide yet or down the coast. Either way, let's read off some names and subscriptions. First, on the bit side, we got nobody, so that's easy enough. And then on the subscription side, we got Ben Gibbard. He says, I just want you to know that you're lame. Why do you subscribe to me pretending to be the lead singer of my 18th favorite band from when I was 14 and just tell me I'm lame? But thank you nonetheless. Mialis, Caged Elephant, Commander Beacon, Sup Carl, Tier 3 Dan, Migs, The Fritzinator, J-Bench 007, Bluery, Panicky Puppy, Orin Saltzman, Count Recob, Xander Van Housen, So I Can Unsub, Cerugio, Vine Street, Space Duck 29, Lobster 232, X Cataniqui X Cataniqui X, Jasonium, Headshot Dowgie, Mirith, Madisessi 1, Auto Shift, Life Is Not Dull, Duty Dude 3, It's Me Bok Choi, Caboose 7778, JC Delacroix, Vitalox, RW Youngiv, Crazy Eagle, Autismo Fastora, I'm trying here. Brian C1, Battle Pope 7795, Flavored Favors, Shale McHale, Havoc Red Cell, Pascadox, Zoidberg, Skasane, Feochan, Frown Free Zone, Flim Flam to Zimzam, Lalnej, 22446345, This Kid Jog, Zach Lynch, Hupfenreitz, Cyrenicule, Nano Freak, Inxadius, Relin, Jetpack Away, Peanut Brittle, An Accidental, Dunkachino. It's not Al Dunkachino anymore, it's just Dunkachino. Oh, wait, no, that's from the movie, isn't it? He goes, it's not Al anymore! What's my name? Dunkachino. It's a whole new game. I remember now. Egyptian Overlord, Mustard Puddin', Phoenix Gamma 7, Casual Tin Can, Crash Combs, Aeronator, Russian Bear, Super Bentley, Fant Gaming, Tan N Jan, Donnie Yen. Thought you were really good in Rogue One. Saltine Cracker 94, The Cokenizer, The Pancake Man, Dragon House, Irato, Whamburger, J. O'Broin, Amen Ramen, Thompson Trait, Epic Fallout, The Virus 69, Moiterer, Stapled Fish, Red World 74, Astro Ninja, Cat Unicorn, Plebeian J, The Worst of Tims, Gummin, Kates, Nick's Not a Hauler, Sozerly, Joel Cypher, Chronos Plays, Duke of Swag of Pride, Enrico QC, Remedy 232, Narnian Factor, P-Taz AM64, Poison Mush, Room, and R. Gluker. Thank you very much for the subscriptions. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making an effort to watch without ad block. Kate and I are going to be live tonight at twitch.tv/lovelymomo in roughly 3 hours from now, sometime just after 9 p.m. usually. We're going to be playing Anti-Birth Co-op, I believe. Go check us out, twitch.tv/lovelymomo. She's finally feeling well enough to stream at least. So we'll see you over there, twitch.tv/lovelymomo. For now, I'll find somebody to host. Hope you've enjoyed the show, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for the support as always.